Jodie, if you want to cover your camera, and
I'm back, because they messed up my order, so I ain't getting no tip.
okay, Jodie, if you want to cover your camera so it's black and then turn it on, it'll fix the overlay.
Oh wow, what have I done? Well, hold up.
You just have to have the camera on, otherwise it's gonna bump you to the end.
Oh right. Is it?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that sorted out now?
Yep, you're all set. Okay, I will try my best to stay on top of things with regards to any DMs that are made tonight. My responses will be a little bit different because I have a new like mini keyboard that's not attached to my iPad because it was not working the last couple of weeks, so I bought something new. Yeah. The next couple of weeks, good luck, folks. You're in the thick of it now.
Oh no.
Is it like how many C's?
At least 3, maybe 5, depending on timing.
I just want to know what we're in. What we're in for.
Oh, this is a TPK.
Cal likes them freezes.
We're in uncharted waters now.
Oh no. I can fly, I'll leave.
Would like to recap us.
Recapitate.
Oh, we'd recap. I don't remember what we did last week, so I don't know how I can recap.
Sounds like you problem.
How do we begin?
I never remember. I've done the recap once in 2 years. Okay.
Somebody needs a notebook.
So,
I had one. I don't know where it went.
Somebody needs a new notebook.
Sorry.
That is that is irony at its best. Anyway, so we had gone into the tomb of
Annihilation.
Of annihilation.
What's a weekend?
Okay. And at which point we found a great axe, a giant slayer axe, which myself attuned to. After a bit of waffling, we decided to go upstairs and take a look at the remaining rooms. Apologies if I've forgotten anything. We didn't find anything in the first room, but in the second room, we did find an elder giant whose name I've forgotten. Anyone remember his name? Earthguard, thank you. Who basically wanted to fight us and longed for death. He wanted a warrior's death.
And stuff.
Despite not me wanting to give it to him, he cheap-shotted me, and then he died. Warrior's death, I suppose. Devii, her ravens. So it was a ravens. Traveled to the top, I think it was. She traveled. The ravens went high, and they saw something.
Not to the top of the castle, but upstairs to the next floor.
Right. We went to the next floor. But I believe they never got to see an actual visible image since they were destroyed. All we know is that she is here. And I believe that's where we left off from. Did I miss anything out?
I don't think so. Oh, the big giant.
Yeah, I skipped that part because, no, he hit me. I don't give him a recap. He was nice and pleasant, and then he cheap-shotted me. Nah.
He dead. We went to a room behind him. We got lots of gold and shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got gold, silvers, a whole host of loot. Forgot about that. I got a list of it, actually, but I don't think we need to recap it, do we?
Mm-hmm. The jug was interesting, actually. Well, did we figure out what it was?
You have not had a chance to identify it yet. In character.
I'll do that then.
It will take 10 minutes.
Yeah. Are you guys going to the next room, I assume?
Are we
I feel like we should ask Devii. What do you
Yeah.
mean she's here?
I
As
saw Laurel, yes. The owl horn creepy thing that she is was up there, and she saw us, as in my ravens, and they disappeared.
We are not ready for a
No.
fight.
Yeah, no, we're not. Not even
You
close.
see this? You see this hole?
What is it?
Now she knows we're here. That's not gonna be.
Well, she knows birds are here.
Well, I mean, I
birds
don't
that go
think
poof.
I got the feeling that she was looking at me and knew it was us.
Birds they go poof.
Yes, it went poof. Most birds don't go poof. That is very true.
If she was coming to kill us, where would she be coming from?
She was just sitting on her throne up there. She wasn't coming to kill us, as far as I know. I mean, he said she lives here. All I did was I saw her upstairs on her throne.
Mesh,
I assume.
your lizard.
Can you
and-
pump up your volume, Chef?
Yeah, it's really hard to hear.
Is that any better?
That's much
Yeah.
better.
Send your lizard out to watch the steps. I don't want to be blindsided if the god of cold and ice is coming to kill us.
Good shot. I'll have him hide under the table or something. There's a giant table there, right? I remember last time I went there, there's a giant table, so I'll just have him hide under there or something. Is there any other thing that he could hide around or under or above?
In the downstairs or the upstairs?
In the kitchen room, the dining table room on the left.
Yeah, you can put him in there.
Alright. Let's have him watch the stairs area. Stealth roll, I guess.
I mean, obviously, it seems like she knows that we're here, and she hasn't. I mean, Velen, she said that she spoke with you, so
I feel
I
like
don't really know what she's thinking.
Yes, I don't particularly think a minor deity would be unaware that you're inside of their home, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But
Which
that's
before-
besides the point. That's just my,
Yeah.
non-infinite wisdom kind of coming and bubbling to the surface about deities in which I know nothing.
Right.
I mean, these trials are set up by her for people to be here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're offending her by being here. That's rude. It's like inviting someone over to play music at your house, and then when they walk in, you're like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And you try and kill them. That doesn't make sense.
Do I roll a thing for Blackie?
You can roll stealth and a perception check. Otherwise, I'll use the passives.
Okay. Blackie's stats are +4 on stealth. Oh, that's good. 19 on stealth. And perception. That should. How much is my perception? 0, so that's a 9.
On perception, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the perception is like you're gonna see what you see, unless something's trying to evade sight. Right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
Now, caveat. Your character's minion is underneath of a table. So, proportionally, to have good sight and also good stealth is very likely a trade-off. And the rolls kind of reflect that. You are more hidden and see less.
Yeah,
even something that doesn't want to be hidden is probably likely not to be seen because you are hidden and they are not. So think of this as like you're popping your head out from behind something. You can see the rest of the head because there's an eyeball there, and the eye is surrounded by hair and ear and the rest of the face, right? It's kind of the general idea here. And not to mention, just as a further reminder, that a familiar that is a lizard in the frozen tundra is very obvious. So, just, I understand it's a character choice mesh, so just wanted to reinforce that it is very odd if it is spotted that there's a lizard alive in this place is already odd. Doesn't require much more than a 5 insight to figure that out. All right.
Point is, I'll snap him back as soon as he sees something if he mentions it. That's it.
Well, if you're going to have the ability to snap him back just as a further thing, if you want to have the ability to pull something out as a reaction, I'm not going to allow that unless you're actively in their eyes.
Okay.
Does that make sense? If you're actively watching through somebody's eyes, I'll maybe give you a roll for it. Otherwise, it's up to them. They cannot dismiss themselves.
Yeah, they'll contact me, then I'll do it. So it is a maybe 12-second, 2-turn kind of thing.
It just won't. It'll be like you'll get the information as it's like dismissed, or you'll get the information because something happened to it, right? Or if it's alive and it was able to not be seen, then it'll probably be scurrying or hiding more and tell you something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Van.
I mean, do we know what?
We're talking more about this. We should maybe kill the bird and separate the Frost Maiden from her allies.
First, we gotta find the bird. And I still like the idea of using the bird to get off the island.
Why do we need to kill the bird?
Well, it weakens her. Is that why you're thinking about killing the bird?
Villain, can you raise the bird back to life?
Oh, an undead bird.
Unfortunately, I cannot.
Is the bird even evil? Why are we trying to kill it?
More humans that I specialize in. So if I were to raise the bird, it's very likely it would be limited capacity. Perhaps wouldn't even be able to fly. There's a much higher level magic spell I've been researching that only illusionists can do, where they can create things from nothing. But necromancers are more into the vitality adjustments.
We also know that the Frost Maiden leaves each night.
Yes.
If we wait until the night, we can maybe go up to the second floor and explore.
Oh.
Yeah, just when night, when it is night.
Well,
But we also need to rest, and that the night is the only chance to rest.
Also true.
If we rest,
why can't we skip
risk
in the
doing it.
day?
we can't. It's
Because
physically and magically impossible.
well, we'll just have to put an all-nighter. I mean, have we never done that before? Mesh?
Yeah, we need. Some of them need their spells back before the fight.
Well,
Chalcedony. I can't.
they
I know
can
me
sleep,
and you, we
and
can
then
handle shit.
Yeah, we can handle shit. In fact, we just me and you just go there. We'll handle all the shit.
We need ourselves to be our tip-top shape.
Let's
Fine.
not
I am in
get
tip-top shape.
overconfident.
I'm always
Let's
in
not get
tip-top shape.
overconfident.
I'm not. I'm
the
hurt
time of
and
my
I
life.
can't raid anymore. We need to rest.
Fine, whatever.
Can I suggest we go back downstairs? At the very least, we can.
There's one more room we haven't checked. If you guys want to do that before we find a place to break.
All right. Just know that at this point we might be on borrowed time. So whatever we need to do, let's do it and rest. That should be our top priority right now. Anything
You
could
could
just come and
technically
attack us.
rest in one of these rooms, right? I mean, they're sealed off relatively well.
Do we know what's in those
Uh,
rooms there? This one down here?
Uh,
That's the only one we haven't checked.
Well, let's check it now.
Goldy, do you need some healing? I have a couple of spells I could spare.
I do, but right now it's okay. If it comes to it and we have to fight, I rather that we leave and you have your spells. Retreat is our only option when it comes down to it, and we might need whatever you can do. You know.
I mean, my spells are looking fine.
Am I the
go
only
into
one
this
that got
room.
badly hurt here?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used 2 spell slots, so like.
I'm fairly fresh myself. If we had a short rest, I could even get a little bit more, but not much.
I don't need no
I can't-
fucking rest.
I can't rage anymore.
Maybe you
mean,
shouldn't
if
get
I
so
get-
angry all the time.
What I mean to say is that I rather become the group's shield once again, and not something that's gonna break at a moment's notice.
Well, we'll cover for your weaknesses if we get in a pickle. I mean, I'm not
Alright.
one to choose. You guys are the companions, so it's a group decision as far as I'm concerned. But if you don't want to press on, I understand. These old bones definitely work better with rest.
Is anyone against heading downstairs and resting to get our barbarian friend rejuvenated?
Me?
Let's look at that last room and then we'll go down. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I want to go into that room. Can I go into that room?
I just want to let you guys, as a reminder, it's
Whoops.
been maybe 2 hours since you just woke up.
Exactly, so why don't we just go to sleep? Can we...
Okay.
How's been saying this the whole time?
Didn't
Can we go into that room, please?
I thought that was a short one. You don't
We
sleep on
took
a short one, do you?
short.
No, we took a short rest.
We didn't take a long rest.
Okay, so it's been 2 hours since the short rest.
You try
Yeah.
sleeping again after just 2 hours.
But you guys short rested after the skeletons.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I don't even think it's been an hour since you long rested to the skeletons, because you woke up from a long rest, you went into the skeleton rooms, got fucked up, and took a short rest. So it's still been about two, maybe 2.5 hours, if we're being very generous, since you last slept. Just because the game features say you can do something doesn't mean that you can. You're gonna have to figure out what you guys are gonna do during the 24-hour period still. But yeah.
Can't sleep the whole day away.
All right, first things first. I'll open this door. Let's just see
Let's
what's
open,
here.
Let's open this door. Might be something for you in here.
I swear to God, there's someone else here.
You think so?
Oh, it could be.
You're freaking me out. Stop that.
You want this?
I want a lot of things that I don't get, okay?
Well, you're gonna get this.
Just fall. Cat's just been snuggling me, man.
Yeah, she's so chill.
You guys waiting on me? Sorry, I'm messaging Cari with some
Yeah.
stuff.
Sorry.
What do you need to do?
I'm sorry about that.
We are opening the door on the bottom.
Okay. Cari keeps asking me a bunch of stuff about her thing, so all right. She's just trying to clear it up before game time. All right. Let's see here. You guys are going into the next room on the same level, correct? You're not going downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just to save you guys some time, you open the doors, take some effort, especially with Goldy being extra tired. Inside, this looks to be a old armory that has since been stripped bare, and anything that has been left of use or of ill use has been rusted, giant-sized, and there doesn't seem to be anything of value in the room. But it is like a very long hallway. I need to turn this off. There you are. You can see the room now. But it is a pretty long room, and just as a reminder, any of the spaces that you guys take up is 5, but the tiles in the ground are 10-foot squares.
Is there like a sky window in this one?
No.
Any window?
It's an armory.
No.
There would not be any windows in an armory.
So how are we seeing now? Well, I've got a torch with me, but I can't see a lot.
You did not
There's
take
nothing
the torch
here.
with you.
I do. I literally have it. Oh no, wait, hang on.
Oh,
no,
there are 2 there. Why are there 2 there?
sorry. Yeah, because I just dropped that one. I don't know. I don't know what's there.
What's this
Okay, so
door
this-
at the end of the hallway?
There's nothing in here.
There's nothing here.
Oh.
We should.
That last door is the way we came into the fortress.
Oh, what's in this room?
We came in from there.
Oh, let me just remove
That's the entrance.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't remove both doors. I only removed one because you guys were very particular about leaving only one door open a crack. But...
Okay.
All right, let's head back down, I guess. While we're closer to the door, Breker, do you wanna connect with Bear and see how things are going out there?
Sure. Any changes to the dog and bear situation outside?
Are you gonna walk all the way down to them?
I can talk to them I can talk to Bear from a mile
right.
away.
Yeah. So Bear will basically give you a couple of pieces of information, saying that they saw something big, cover the sky. Not quite sure what it was last night, but everything's night, so he doesn't remember how long it was. Bear also says that they're cold and hungry, but he's fine because he doesn't eat. But he did follow instructions, to do what you said because you left them some rations, and I think Bear was in charge of that, and he's gotten intelligence enough to speak, so he has enough intelligence to use his muzzle to give food to the dogs in a limited fashion. So they're hungry, but it's the difference between being lightly fed versus being starving. There's more snowfall. He tells you about some weird phenomena that was already familiar to you, but is much more exaggerated now that they're close to this place. But the temperature seems to get colder sometimes of the day. Like most of the day it's really, really bad, but he said sometimes it gets a little easier. Dogs seem to be able to sleep during that time. And yeah, he said the lights still shine at night every once in a while. They'll shine for a long time, and he's talking about the aurora.
Everyone, am I the only one who is actually in need of healing?
I need healing too.
Good.
Devii, did your ravens discover the layout of the second floor, or what did they see exactly?
That's a good question. Let me see if I wrote anything specific before I ask. So all I pretty much saw was a room with wrecked furniture. Seemed to be sub-zero in there. Probably colder in there than it is in here, if that's even possible. And the giant throne of ice with that creature, the maiden, sitting on it.
Yeah, once the maiden saw the ravens and the ravens met eye contact basically in the exploration phase, they were gone. It was very, very fast, so limited vision.
Yes.
I think what we're trying to ascertain is the stairs go straight into the throne room, or is there like another hallway and then the throne room or something like that?
Sorry, say that again. Mesh?
The stairs go straight into the throne room, or is there a hallway or a mini room and then the throne room?
It's a good delineation to make. Let me just check here. So essentially what happens is they kind of go and open up into the stairs, curl, and if you're looking at this from a circle, the ravens would have gone up a circular staircase and would have arrived from the east side facing west, from the right side facing left on the map. And then that area would have opened into a bed chamber with a side room. And then the immediate left of that room, or south side of the circle, is the throne at the very, very back of the area in a heavily iced over zone that has a small like archway that kind of connects the two rooms in a very pretty way, I guess you could say, if you feel like ice stuff and giants. You know. So then the throne room's at the back of the room, and that's all you saw.
Okay.
Or rather, all
You won't
Cari's ravens saw before getting smooshed.
We won't have too much cover or
So-
hiding spots going up right away.
You said a bedroom? Does that mean
The
ice
room
maiden
contained
sleeps?
wrecked furnishings that it suggested might be a frost giant's bedchamber. Staircases
But
on the
they're
east
wrecked.
side. Yeah. Wrecked furnishings. But there,
Like, the
like I
bed
said
is-
before, there's not a lot of detail you can get besides just like whatever initial phase. Like we're just talking like a quick scan before they see the obvious thing.
Would a scan determine if the bed was usable or not?
I'm reading, one second.
I'm trying to figure out if the frost
gonna
maiden ever
say-
sleeps.
I'm gonna say no. You're gonna need more investigation. Because the bedchamber would have been a smaller side area. Because there's like a big like kind of meeting room, I guess you could say, for royalty, kind of like a big like welcoming area with chairs and tables and stuff that would have been like wrecked, and then there's like a side room where she would have probably slept. If there's like a yeah, I don't want to say anymore.
Velen or Mesh or even Devii, can you summon more ravens or send your familiar to explore this?
Ooh, I still
Second
have
floor?
one, and she pats the one on her shoulder. However, question is, can I get more than this?
It does the eye turn thing, Cari, where like the raven's head turns.
Yep. It looked
Do
at
not-
him like,
don't-
what
do
am I?
not- Do not go to the throne room, but explore the everything else.
Yeah, I can have him.
Starts like sharpening its beak like back and forth on its talon.
God,
Like-
birds are so perfect. God
I
damn
think
it.
I casted that at
I
third
fucking
level.
love birds, man. You seen them? They hop around sometimes. That's some fucking
I can.
Steady.
I would.
shit.
Steady on that.
Like,
You need-
wow.
Relax, please.
Okay, this is Dallan. This is not
He's like
Vanvalor, by the
cocking
way.
his head, looking at people.
That is very true.
I didn't know you liked birds.
If a
Have
raven
you
could
seen them?
smirk,
Of course I like
he would
birds.
smirk.
And you looked at them? They're so good.
I don't like. Oh, I guess it depends
I
on the
like
bird.
birds.
I do.
And
It
you know,
depends on the
Harry,
bird.
we're about to
though.
have a
Depends on
problem.
the bird.
interesting character choice you made, considering you don't like birds.
I don't like ravens actually, but
Oh, shit.
I like the aesthetic for.
Ravens are so cool though. They're like
They
super
are. They're
intelligent,
super
super
ugly. That's why I don't like them.
They're not
Have
ugly
you
at
seen
all.
their faces? They're not
Yeah.
ugly. They have goofy
Anyways.
little fucking mouths. I don't know.
Sorry.
Pretty cute. Anyways,
Back to I don't think it's a good idea if I summon anymore because I'm almost out of spells. But we can use. Trying to think of a name for you.
Gerard.
Trying to think of a name for you.
It like wheels its head around and just goes like,
Gerard.
Marvin Gerard.
Well,
here.
we'll think of it. We don't have to give it to you right now.
Starts
We
preening.
will
What?
send him. Where do you want him to go?
Let's see if the queen sleeps.
So, you want him to go not into the room, but upstairs and
Inspect
in a
the
different area?
bedroom. Determine if the bed is cracked in half or if someone uses it.
You're talking about the room with the wrecked furniture or a different room?
The bedroom upstairs.
The bedroom upstairs. Okay.
everything is
Well-
open upstairs. If you go into the bedroom, you can be seen in the throne room. They're like open
Why?
roomed.
Oh.
I don't know
Clive
if
is
that was
such a
clear, but
good
like the
raven
throne can
name.
see into the next room and right where the staircase is. Everything's open up there.
So
Then
if we
in
go
that case,
upstairs,
the
we will
ravens
see
You
would
can
have
see into 3
seen-
rooms. Yeah, the
Okay.
room itself, where the bed is, and where the throne is, all at once. There's very small clearance.
In that case, the ravens would have seen if she was in the bed, right?
Correct. She was sitting in the
Yeah.
throne, which is what I told you
She was
last
in the
week.
throne. Yeah. But yeah, if we need him to go search, we got him and Blackie. Can't call you Blackie. You
Yeah,
already have a Blackie.
I didn't know it wasn't safe to go up to the second floor at all.
Yeah. At least not at this moment. I think if we could rest, we might be able to.
Let's go down, find a spot to rest, and plan.
I appreciate that.
I'll keep an eye out for any unwanted visitors. I have Blackie in the stairway room.
So are you guys going downstairs, or are you staying in this level?
We could rest somewhere here, technically. We have 3 rooms that are somewhat safe.
Somewhat's good.
What do you
Suppose
think?
it's closer to the exit on this floor if we need to retreat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
I pick the one with the giant guy in it.
Sure.
The dead corpse, you mean?
Can we, is there enough, there's
Yeah.
probably not enough space for us in the room behind him, is there?
We have to sleep next to someone we just killed. I mean,
Mm.
It seems disrespectful. I'm okay with this.
The
When did
armory
you
here
come to-
too,
what?
or the kitchen.
He cheap shotted me.
You're really being
didn't
petty over a
seem-
dead guy.
I'm allowed to be.
Whatever. Let's go into the other
Um,
room.
I'm walking into the
Look
kitchen.
at this.
We might be able
Oh,
to
you
use.
look so horrible.
This better not stay.
I hope not.
Thank you.
Scars do build character, though.
This is
So-
true. The ladies will love it.
I have enough from the door.
You have what from the door?
the top of the door hit me in the head. It's like a little mark. Never mind. Let's just can we rest, please?
Yes.
I'm not tired.
Well, you don't have to sleep, but I think we have to
okay.
rest.
Okay. Well, look, I'll
Give
tell
him
you
a
right now.
massage or
I'll tell
something.
you right now. I have 51 health points out of 72. Alright, so Cal needs healing, but he is not tired.
I see.
How about
Please
this?
do.
How about I sleep, and whoever actually is still okay, formalize a plan.
I need to at least rest. Probably.
Hmm?
But I only have
How's
to
that?
transfer a short time, so I can help with the plans and then translator.
So if Oriel leaves the throne room every night, that means it has sky access, yes?
Well, how do we
That-
not know she's incorporeal and just
Or
phases
has
through
like
the
a
wall?
another
good
version
point.
of her or something.
I mean, she's
Mhm.
God, right? I mean,
Demi.
Your
Let's not get carried away.
birds
Demi-
didn't see the
whatever.
bird.
The gods are all weird in your country. I don't understand any of it.
It means that she's not ascended and not as powerful as the taken down. Quite not easily, but
Ascended to what?
full godhood.
I don't know. Yeah. You're
They're
confusing
behind
me.
the a veil.
I don't understand this. Everything was a lot simpler. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
But you have all those fake hordes.
I just said I don't want to talk about it. Right?
That's not simple.
Okay,
All
Cal's
right,
in a
let's
huff.
rest.
Cal's in a huff now.
Oh, little. What? Surrounded by children.
How about we send your bird Devii outside and check how if there's roof access or not without
good
going
idea.
in.
Maybe we can call him D, since I'm Devii.
This is nuts.
Wait, sorry, who? What?
Comment still stands about the children.
Cal's ears have literally pricked up.
You don't have to. You can call it whatever you. Well, don't call him whatever you want, but I'll call him D for now.
Devii D Luffy.
All right. Say that again. Where are we sending him?
Outside from the front door, over to the roof, check if there's roof access. Come back.
Okay. I think that's good. Did you catch that? She looks at the raven on her shoulder.
Like looks at Mesh, and then like sharpens his beak and then looks at you.
So, we're gonna need you to go scout out the roof. If there's anything, just look around, see what you can see. Come back and
It does the thing where like it raises its wings out like almost vertically, kind of like
Yeah.
to balance.
Step,
And
step.
then-
Does it do 2 steps, Rob? Because I'm fucking crying.
It does 2, and then it looks at her, and then it like turns around, and then gets ready to like go up higher, and then it looks at Devii one more time.
I do like a fist so it can like beak my like a fist palm, but
Well, it obeys
just
anything
go a
you're
little-
thinking, so it does exactly what you think.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna do a little fist palm to
Yeah,
it.
just kind of like does a little like
God.
noggin beak combo.
Yep.
And then kind of just jumps because it's really weird. Like ravens are very like heavy looking
Yeah.
birds.
Yeah.
So it like full bends its 2 legs before hopping, and then the wings meet the apex of the hop, and then
Mhm.
take like 2 quick ones, and then it kind of like dives a little bit around the group and before going out the front door. And it's not a quiet bird, just to be frank.
Okay.
without being
That's his name.
a man's name.
Frank.
Nope. I'm going with D. Although I'm not gonna stop you from calling it whatever you want, but
Yeah.
Debbie's going with.
So 5, 10, 15.
Did we close the front door completely? We might
I
need
can call
to
it
have
Little D because I'm Debbie.
Let's see.
So
here.
here's the thing, though, right? So we're gonna, if something bad happens, we're gonna run away outside. And then outside is the edge of the island.
Yes. That's why I think it'd be nice to use the rock.
I mean, if we fight her now, we could win, maybe?
I
Or
think
we
so.
could pay the walrus with food and he could get us out of here.
That I would be feel much better.
We
about
abandon the
walrus.
dogs and they will eventually free
That's a
Steph.
good plan.
I don't like that
Urquhart
idea.
also said there was a bell on one of the docks.
There's another
Some of
bell.
Right.
the-
Oh,
We
that's
just need to
right.
find the bell.
Yeah, so we don't need the raven or the rock.
On the side note, we need at least somewhere to find the bell. It could be on any of the probably couple piers on the island.
If the
we
frost
say-
mania is
didn't we
dead,
say-
there's a whole lot less
Actually,
danger in this area.
Oh no, sorry, that was somewhere else.
Does anybody have like a locate object kind of thing?
We
I have a
some
feeling
kinds of
it's-
scry.
I don't know.
Locate the bell and find the way back at least.
Locate object only works 1,000 feet. I think scry has a longer distance.
So, but do you need to be?
I mean,
have
we-
seen the thing.
we could use the raven
You've
to.
seen what the
Actually,
I know
need
what a
to
bell
look how
looks
long
like.
it's
Mesh.
around.
Yeah, but that
Only an
particular bell, right? Is that the thing?
Yeah, it's
we also
only
have a
for an hour.
reference. It looks like the bell that we saw earlier with the vultures on the coast of the mainland.
But then wouldn't the spell go there instead of the one here?
It's hundreds of miles away. It wouldn't work on that, but it would give us. I think it would. I don't know. Worst case scenario: circle the island, check all the docks.
I guess, yeah.
So, Devii, you can still give this thing commands, from what I gathered, regardless of distance. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. Yeah, because it's only gonna be there for like maybe 30 more minutes ish.
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of just doing its thing. And I don't know why this is pixelated. Okay. Well, that's fun. So anyways, the bird goes up. And actually, I need to see. Oh, that just got rid of all of my.
Grump.
Resetting this keeps deleting my stuff.
Duplicate tabs so you have a backup.
It doesn't have to do with tabs. It's Roll20.
Roll20 is upsetting.
Archaic. Alright, I have those tabs. I have those back.
They misspoke. The scrolls are scrolls of divination, not of scry.
Yeah.
We
Alright.
can ask a god one question.
So,
Where's the bell?
Devii, did the bird, is the bird just scouting is the command?
Yeah,
Okay.
and obviously I know how much time is left. I would.
Okay, just give me a perception check for the bird.
Okay, what should I use?
Perception.
My perception or
No,
a
because the
flat?
bird is doing it.
Do I need to look up a raven?
Yes.
You'd want the wisdom modifier. That's it.
Okay. It's
Raven
thinking.
is +3.
Choose category.
With
Summon?
disadvantage because it's dark and it does not have dark vision.
I'll just do familiar.
Cari,
Yes.
just roll +3 on your dice, please.
Okay.
With disadvantage because it's nighttime.
3.
That's a 5.
So what you get is a silhouette-looking crown of the battlement level, is what we're calling it.
Okay.
And the skull at the top of Grimskalle has, above the door that it flies out of, it kind of wheels back around. You can see that outside of where you think you're guesstimating, the raven is trying to piece in your information based off of your other thing. There's like these 2 holes on the left and right that are dug into it to make it look like a nose and eyes, but upon slightly closer inspection, you know, just being outside and closer to it and flying next to it, they're actually like not windows. They're kind of like very thin ice levels so that light can come in if it wanted to light the rooms. Like whatever it's called, that kind of glass that you have in a bathroom. When you have a window inside of a shower room, the window is like kind of glossed over so you can't see in it.
It's all googly, yeah.
Yeah, it's all like googly, yeah.
Frosted glass.
Frosted glass, thank you.
It's like lumberless, you know.
And then the kind of battlement levels have these like very large like spine like spires that are hooked inwards to resemble a crown on the top of the skull.
Okay.
And those are all silhouetted, and there seems to be something in the middle, but it's all kind of obscured. There's lots of different things that seem to be there, like lots of shapes rather than just one significant thing. It just seems like a bunch of little blobs that kind of forms a single blob because your perception was so poor. So
yeah.
But there's something, definitely something or some things or some object, or you have no idea, that's inside of that central area. But the bird kind of just gives up after a while and sends this info to you. It's like there's something, that some things, or I don't know, there.
All right. Little B said, and she'll tell everybody what he just said, and then she'll say just speculation because he didn't get a good look at it. But what do you think? That's probably the nest for the rock.
Yeah.
And like I said, he there was something in there, so I can't guarantee that that's my.
Are we gonna keep him outside, or should we get him back in?
Who?
Your burb.
Oh, he can't. He has to come back and tell me.
No, he doesn't.
Did you just?
Oh, he doesn't? Oh, okay. Well,
Sounds familiar.
he should be poofing out of existence soon.
Yes.
Well, do you want to just snap him out of existence and bring him back to you, or do you want to just dismiss the spell?
I want him to go when the time's up. I don't want to cut his time short.
Okay.
Here's an idea.
Because that would have taken.
He
The spell's only 10 minutes. So.
He can be free to be happy for the next 5 minutes.
I was gonna say, here's the idea that if you want to use the time he has left, just have him hover around there. If the blobs move, that means there's something alive. That means most likely it's the rock.
I mean, if within the next 5 to 10 minutes it happens, you can tell.
How big is this rock?
Oh, it blocks out the sun.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, it's massive. Like gargantuan.
Did we see it? We saw it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Not close, but we sort of saw the shadow.
Basically, think of like a huge ship in the air.
Think what it's like when a plane is just going above you, like really close to you.
Wait, what's a plane?
Look out the sun.
What are you talking about?
Talking to Jodie, not Cal.
Who's Jodie?
Nice.
Mesh, are you okay there?
Which mesh are you talking about? Aren't you supposed to be sleeping, Goldy? Get back to sleep.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to be sleeping.
You got me. Shut up.
We can't be sleeping yet, you numpties.
He's the only one that's sleeping. Right.
To be fair, is this the point where I am asleep and you guys are planning?
Kinda.
I thought we
I
just
think.
went over that you can't sleep.
Yeah, we did. You cannot
Bruh.
sleep.
We did go over that, but then Goldy
Oh,
ignored.
okay, never mind.
I'm sure you can lay there and try to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming you're doing.
Yeah, because he's wrecked, right? So
Uh.
he's probably just gonna do that anyway.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to wait probably another 10 hours.
22 hours.
Oh shit.
I command the weather to warm up.
So, we need a game plan. How are we approaching this?
Mm-hmm.
Open to ideas. So,
I've got some ideas.
What are your ideas?
I think first and foremost, we should not go to the second floor without killing the bird. If we attack the Frost Maiden and she still has allies, that fight is going to get much harder for us.
Not to mention, at the very least, we need to rest. Any
I have questions about how they're killing this bird. If it's big enough
have an
to
idea
block
for
out
that
the
too.
sun.
Same way we killed the
Okay.
dragon, I suppose.
Is this our
Same
crazy
way we do every
attack
night,
by-
Pinky.
oh
Wait.
shit.
I talked with
Why
Dallan
are you-
about this, and I talked to Mesh about this as well.
Yeah.
Dragon, without
What we
balance.
do,
I don't
kill the
get how
bird.
you're so vindictive against a bird as a paladin of justice.
this bird spreads the aurora nightly that has killed hundreds of thousands of people in the Icewind
Is
Dale.
he evil though? Do you know he's evil, or is he being like
I
put under his
generally- I
command?
generally chalk up mass murderers in the evil category, especially like killing peasants
Are you
and children and women.
This is
like,
a bird.
It's pretty bad.
It's like a pet. It's not a sentient being.
Well, do we
It's
know?
Like if
not
you
a
rode a
sentient
horse
being.
Maybe.
around doing bad things, the horse isn't evil.
Right, but what if the horse was the only way for the bad guy to get around? You kill the horse.
I'm just saying, if there was a way to not kill the horse, that would be nice.
How
There's a
about this?
there's
If we
there's
go
a legal
after it-
term for this. There's a legal term for this. Guilty by association.
That's true, this bird's guilty by association.
Devi's
I don't
point is,
care
does
about the
bird
legal
know what
terms
it's
of a
doing?
country that's not here.
Who's
Okay,
saying
okay,
that?
look, look,
You
Raven,
will
or
get
Devii,
it.
you're Raven. It's
No,
intelligent
no,
enough.
Devii saying that.
Devii, your Raven is intelligent to understand your commands. It would question if you told it to do something evil, but it would ultimately do it, right?
I don't
Would it
think so,
question?
no.
I think it would just obey your command.
And it's a
right?
familiar, it's not a pet.
So is the bird... Your Raven is smart enough to willingly not do something evil. Would the bird be smart enough to not do something evil?
If it's a pet and not a familiar that magically listens to what you tell it to,
Yeah, but
Right,
also-
my mom's cat, right? My mom's cat. If we were fighting my mom, we'd kill the cat.
What?
because it's magically a familiar that is linked.
I
No.
don't think it is.
Okay,
It is
here's the
not.
bottom line. Here's the bottom line. If we fight Oriel, we're
It's
gonna
a
have to fight
dangerous
the
animal.
bird either way.
If we fight her in a small area, the bird can't get to us.
You sure about that?
I
mean,
don't know
we're
why
not
killing
over the
this
whole
bird is such an
place, but-
issue.
Just had a
Yeah, why
picture
is it
of...
an issue?
Are
Why
you
can't we-
sure about that? Except it's a giant fucking bird just like... Are you sure about that?
We can kill the bird. I just don't know why we're worried about the bird.
Because when
It-
she gets away, and we have to wait again, or she can fly in the
do
air
you
and
want-
cast spells. and-
Actually, why can't we just leave this place and go to where the codicil thing is and not even worry about her?
How many
Well,
lives
that
does
is an
the
option.
codicil save?
Huh?
How many lives does leaving this island save?
Well, if we can get down there and break the contract she has with Winter, save a lot of life.
That is true. If we die here with the codicil, we don't.
Yeah. The down in that city, there's something that controls weather.
Hmm?
True.
There's a lot
That's
of
what I'm saying.
unknowns. There's a lot of unknowns in that situation.
Don't get me wrong. I want to bring down Arl. She is on my blacklist, my D list, i.e. my death list.
The what
We're
list?
gambling on an ancient civilization having a miracle piece of technology that is
I didn't know you
intact
have a
after
D list.
I'm
hundreds
looking
of
at
thousands of
Velen
years.
as you're saying this.
Yeah, talk
That-
about
Bit of a
ancient.
gamble.
That could rival the magic that's being used by Oriel, maybe.
Velen's just sitting there with her
Whereas-
fingers steepled. Yes, please tell me more about the city you know so much about.
Whereas we know the person responsible is right above us. There's certainty in this situation.
Certainty, the only thing that we can derive from the situation is we will certainly be fucked up by the end of it.
If
I
we
don't
kill
know
the
if we're
bird,
quite strong enough to take her down yet.
if we kill the bird, Arl can't fly around anymore. At least on a bird.
Didn't you guys see a vision of her somewhere? And if she's an owl, can't she fly?
Probably.
An owlbear's fly looks at Jodie. Cat looks at Cat.
Who's looking at who's what?
Can owlbears fly?
Can all birds fly? No.
Owlbear.
Owl bears.
Oh, owl bears. Much to my chagrin, no, they can't.
Birds,
No, not necessarily then.
owlbears, beasts, battle circle.
Yeah, owl bears are not owl birds.
So not necessarily. I'm saying not everybody could fly.
I have heard of a big giant, really weird looking bird can't fly. Or down in the south, they had them.
Can we make a decision
Something like
instead
an
of talking
ostrich?
about things that don't matter? This is incredibly frustrating
That's
from a
true.
wizard's point of view. How horribly
Okay.
inefficient
Just
these
walk
meetings have
upstairs.
become.
You know what, Valen? Just
Every-
go walk
Vel,
upstairs and go
say
fucking
hey
kill
to
her.
the Frostmaiden,
I'd rather
see if
not.
The deity is gonna.
I'm just trying to
Deal
keep
with
us
them.
on topic,
Okay.
Van.
Everyone,
As a
let me ask you
It's
this.
still
Everyone,
Nathan.
let me ask you this one question.
I know.
Can we kill her in our current state?
I don't think so.
No, I can.
I don't think so.
You can go by yourself.
Now, if we cannot, we should leave. If we can, let's kill her.
I'm
There
with
is
you.
no other
Are we
How
choice.
would we know
are
the
we
answer to that
assuming-
question, Goldy? That's my real retort to this.
Yeah, there's no way to know the answer to that question.
If we don't know the answer to that
Unless we
question,
try.
it means we can't. We either know we can
no, it does
or
not
we know
mean
we
that.
can't.
No.
No,
This is
Do
why
we
you are
know
not a wizard.
Who have killed a demigod? Do we know how powerful they were? Do we need to
We
measure?
killed a dragon.
That
He
wasn't
wasn't a real dragon.
very.
he wasn't even a real dragon.
It
That
wasn't
white
even a real
Oh
dragon.
yeah, no, we didn't kill a
When we
real
killed that
dragon.
white
Okay,
dragon, there was
fuck
no
you.
way we could have.
Wasn't a
Now we
real
probably
dragon. It
could
just
take on that
lasered
dragon.
every
I'm with
single
him on this
town.
one. Fuck you for saying that. Yeah.
The
Wait, what?
situation is different. We had to fight the dragon. This we can walk away from. We can come back later.
When
I
we're
don't know
stronger.
if it is a later, but
We
we
can-
can. We have a
Goldy,
choice
let me play
here.
devil's advocate.
Hmm.
Let's say you're right. We can walk away. When does the Maiden of Winter decide that we can't walk away anymore?
Yeah, I'm with you
We-
there. Eventually, she's
I-
gonna come after us.
I think we just basically we
Like
have
the choice
like-
here is the same as the choice with the dragon. We did not have to fight the
Yeah.
dragon.
hang on a minute, Vanvalor. I feel like we have today. It's still daytime. We can plan, but we need to plan and execute this during this day. I think
Are you guys in the
at
armory
least-
for this,
at
by the
least-
way? Just out of curiosity.
I think we
we're
went
still
to
in.
the
We're still
kitchen.
in that.
We're in the
Are we not in
armory,
the
right?
same
Kitchen.
room?
Kitchen, I think.
Kitchen,
Kitchen
yeah.
armory. Okay.
Okay.
Both of those places, as long as I have like a decent frame of reference. Is
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. I think like
If
we
it's the
can.
kitchen, I'll probably try to light a fire in the.
Yeah, that's why I
Long
chose the
forgotten.
kitchen. We'd have
Establish
Breker
when
would
the
stop you from
fireplace.
lighting a fire.
What?
Last time we started a fire in an ice fortress or in an icy ship, it summoned the dragon back. I do not think the Frostmaiden would like us starting a fire here.
I believe we can't even start a fire because
Why don't we just
knows
have
we're
the
here
Frost
already.
Maiden
What
fight the
What
dragon?
difference is the fire gonna make? She already knows we're here. I was gonna do something. She's gonna do something.
When you go to an enemy's house and they're not actively attacking us, Do you start like spitting on them until they start attacking us, or do you?
Depends on how much I
maintain the
don't like
status
them,
quo.
Personally, I do. You know, I take off my coat, take off my trousers, make myself a home. But you know, if everyone's weird in this country, Jesus Christ, can we just start a goddamn fire?
You and Val march on upstairs. Let us know how it goes.
Can you have any conversations without taking your trousers off?
Yes, I can actually.
You had to think about it though.
I can.
You'll have
In the meantime, I'm
I
identifying
blame the
jack.
owlbears more than I blame your upbringing from your parents, to be honest with you, but that's besides the point. She gives you a grin.
Owlbears don't wear trousers.
Well, they don't need
I
trousers, to
think-
be honest. Perfectly fluffy enough.
I think if we can get a rest, I genuinely don't think that we are strong enough to take her on now. But if we planned really well, I would be willing to give it a try if you guys really wanted. With caveat that I can bamf myself out if I want.
Chef and I have a fun plan to kill the bird. I don't know. I feel like we can do it.
Yourself
I
out?
just, I think that I'm mostly concerned with how we get to the bird before she finds out that that's
It's
our
on the roof.
intention.
We
Well,
fly.
that's what I mean is like, how are we going to get there before she gets there?
We
Does that
fly.
make sense? We fly.
How we flying?
The
Van?
plan is Vanvalor has a fly spell and an enlarge spell.
Oh,
Okay.
I carry
enlarge me!
the
Enlarge me!
I carry the anchors from the giants
Downstairs.
down in the basement, probably with chains attached to them.
Uh-huh.
Fly 300 feet above the bird and drop the anchors.
That
Well,
would
if
be
you
good,
do
but who
that,
can
it's
enlarge
not-
you while he's also making you fly because he can't concentrate on 2 spells?
That's
He has Featherfall, and as I follow the anchors down, he cancels fly. I plummet.
You can't
casts
carry the
enlarge.
anchors without the enlargement spell.
yeah. How will you pick up 2 anchors?
So you need the enlargement first. And order of
No,
operations
the
of
enlarge is
concentration.
for the anchors.
That's exactly what I just said. You need the enlargement for the anchors first. Then, to drop
No.
the anchors...
No.
No.
You carry the small anchors and then enlarge them before they hit the bird.
Right. So you
Item?
he
can
carries
only
the
enlarge
anchors.
1.
That's gonna
Yeah.
take split-second timing to do that.
No,
Well,
it will not.
the fly is dropped by casting enlarge, and then I can cast Featherfall really quickly.
Yes.
You
Can
cast
you do
enlarge
that
on
that
an
fast?
object?
So, what basically will happen is Vanvalor can wait to cast another concentration spell and then immediately react to Featherfall. In which case, if we have a 24-hour period, there's a possibility that my spellbook, and she like thumbs through it a little bit, might have
Give me a second,
capabilities of
because
this, but I'd have to look.
I might be able to help too.
So my spell capabilities might make this a bit more interesting, because I have the ability to polymorph one of you, but your intelligence will drop with the beast. Alternatively, I have an arcane eye, which is an invisible sensor instead of your little minions that I can use. But it is a
I was
4th
gonna
level spell.
suggest that.
It is a 4th
have
level
the
spell, and if
perfect-
we are dealing with a demigod, or rather a real god, we're not sure where she's at yet. It does not matter, probably, if that thing is invisible. And she
What's
grins.
invisible?
My arcane eye is an invisible sensor that can fly around and take observations, but if we're dealing with a god, they don't give a shit about invisibility.
So they can see
But
through it?
it would be a good way to figure out if he can see it or not. Knowing
Well,
that
if
is
you want
not
to
a bad
put
thing.
the rest of us in jeopardy at that moment, then you can be my guest, but I will not be so reckless as to...
You're saying, yeah, you're
No.
saying you want to do an experiment, but that
Exactly. This is not an experiment.
this is our lives, goddammit.
I'm starting to like you a little more, at least today.
I always liked you.
Oh, don't make an old woman blush.
Do you guys think we could have a conversation instead of like immediately going and attacking? Is that
That's what I've
something-
been thinking about, but there'd be lots of lying, and
Yeah.
What's wrong with being
that
honest?
would be me going up there to do it. And
I could help.
We do have a little bit of
Here's-
I think
leverage
you're
as she
forgetting
like
about how
holds out the
deceptive I can
codicil.
be.
She's like, we do have a little bit of leverage, at least one of us. I
Yeah,
don't know
you
if
have
she
that
would want this
thing
back or how important
where
this is.
you learn the information about a creature
Yeah.
by observing.
yeah.
If we can have a conversation, we could at least learn more about her
I
before
don't necessarily need
anything
to
else.
talk to. I just need to see her or
Yeah,
talk.
but that's the cover to spend the minute observing her.
You want me to talk to her for a minute?
You don't need to. You can be up there with somebody else. Stuff.
I can
Cal, you
cast
let us
heat
know
metal
if we
on
can take
those
her or not.
anchors. Actually, no.
Okay, I can do that, but yeah, I need at least 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't have
That way
polymorph
we'll-
today, but that's the only other option I have. Just not today.
That way we'll have information if we should actually take the fight or not.
We've got two options as I see it. Either Velen turns me into a mouse, and then I'm a mouse, and then I go and say, she won't take any notice of a mouse. Or, because my intelligence drops, you turn me into a super intelligent monkey, because they are really intelligent. A giant and super intelligent monkey. I think those are our two best options.
These plans of
I can't do that
going
until
face
tomorrow.
to face as a like Breker's kind of like just like face palming, like, you want to be a monkey, go up to the second floor and stare at the Frost Queen for a minute.
Yes!
I have a plus 11 to my intimidation, so...
Jesus! You didn't come up with anything
may as
better.
well go
Yours
up
is
the
like,
way-
oh, let's go make 2 anchors and then try and drop these anchors.
Well, the thing is, if we go and get the jump on the bird, we're also making a pretty large assumption that one little swoop of an action is going to both immobilize and or kill a very large animal in one fell swoop, no pun intended. And in addition, if that is not the case, and we do believe that we'll have to fight or do something to the bird after the fact, we still have to deal with the Frostmaid in some way, shape, or form.
Why don't we lure
On a
the
side
bird?
note, hold on, guys, hold on.
She wouldn't likely not roll over
Shouldn't
if
we
did.
have this conversation in a little more private situation? Can we do the dome? Does
I
that
assume
block,
we can if you would like, but yeah, we can do that.
Does that block some sort of magic?
She can't hear through it?
Well, normally yes, but the last couple of times it doesn't even seem to really have any matters with the cold itself, so I assume that some of it may be unaffected.
Never mind, I don't like the idea I just had.
All right, well then I'll get started on this magical dome for you.
I'll do identify on the jug in the meantime.
The idea I had for dealing with the Frost Maiden was, I think it's suicide to fight in her domain in the throne room. Between Vanvalor's shatter spell, Mesh's laser gun, and any other destructive magics we can put together, I wonder if we can break the floor.
That seems extremely cavalier and risky because we don't.
Okay, monkey girl.
We don't know. We don't. First of you can call me whatever you want, darling, but that's not my name. All right. First of all, right, we don't know what the structural integrity of this place is. You go around blowing up walls and ceilings. We don't know what's going to happen. That is not a good idea, and that's assuming then that we are survive intact, and then we're in a suitable state to go and fight whatever. I just don't think that's a good idea.
I'm waiting for better options.
I just said what the option was. You turn me into a mouse and or a monkey, and then I go up there and I observe.
Could we lure her out somehow?
He's gonna see.
But I have another plan. I have another plan actually. her familiar is a rock.
We don't know.
We don't know if it's a familiar.
It could be
Animal,
that.
whatever it is, but we know that they are from a family of birds that are partial to shiny things. We could lure this bird with something shiny. We just need some gold and or gems, and it would see the glittering thing, and then we can lure it into a place where we can. What I suggest is that we need to bind it and tie it down somehow, and then try and kill it, because it's always got the option to
Fairy fire?
escape.
Fairy fire makes things glittery, but it has to be a creature. We could make Blackie.
Yeah, let's turn Cal into a mouse and then send her to go look at a big bird. That's
Well, we have a look. We
You
have
can
a
make some of your bag with the fluffy things that turn into.
We don't
animals.
even
You
need
could
to
make
do that.
them
We literally
glittery.
have a whole load of golden gems in a bag of holding. We just put it into a big pile, and then the rock will see that.
The dragon.
How sure
might
are we?
too.
The dragon ain't near here.
How sure are we that
That's
Well,
not
that's
the
a
not
rock
lot
that
of
is
good.
effort.
How sure
It's
are we
better than
that the
the
rock?
anchor plan.
Actually, the anchor plan
I
does
think
make
the
more
anchor
sense.
plan is
I think
okay
that
if it could
Mesh
have worked.
would be and some of us would
Can
be
we
able
drop-
to manage to bind. We would be able to tie this bird down. We could tie the bird down. We can improvise traps, and we can bind the bird. We just need to lure the bird out, and I think the best way to lure the bird out, I don't think food is going to motivate it. I think we need gems and gold.
How certain are you gems and gold are the thing to do this? I don't know if we have any inkling about what rocks like.
Well,
Hey.
they're from the crow family, and they like shiny with glittery things like magpies and crows and all that stuff. They like this shiny with glittery things attract them. I do know that.
This is true, as far as I know.
What if
You don't.
Inside check. Are you making that shit up?
What? Don't crows.
No, we're not rolling insight against players. You guys can call your own bullshit.
No, it's actually true
No,
in
it is
real. In
true.
actually, this is
Rocks are
Jodie out.
funny.
This is
No,
Jodie.
no,
But I
Mesh
don't
is
in
know
real
if
life.
the mythical rock
That's
is
true
the
in real
same
life.
as the rook that exists.
Yeah, it's in the
That's what
same
I'm-
family of birds, and that is true in real life. So I'm just assuming it's true in the game as well.
Yeah,
That's what's going on.
Well,
yeah, I understand.
I
A
would
rook
say
is
that
not a
none of
rock.
you in character possess
No,
any
the
knowledge of this creature
geology.
whatever. We're talking like it's
Exactly what I'm
mythological
saying.
even
It's a
to you.
mythical
Tara,
creature.
where are you?
It's even mythological to you.
We saw it. We
Yeah,
saw
we
it.
You
saw
saw
it.
a
We saw it,
silhouette,
but we
Jodie.
saw it in the sky flying.
Yeah, you
so
saw
we
a
don't really
silhouette
know.
that covered the
I don't
sky.
And I'm the only one who's seen it.
Yeah.
Like we
I mean-
haven't read a textbook about it. Like no.
No, but we've been
Exactly.
calling it a rock this time. Rock, R-O-C, is a bird.
Yeah, we did.
Right?
We did an investigation. Someone knew that it was a rock.
It's literally
rock.
Van is the
Mythical
only one that's
creature.
read up on any of the knowledge because he's the only one that's
Okay.
somewhat knowledgeable about
he's
this.
fine. He's relayed to us that it's a rock. We just know it's a rock, and
know by
all Cal
name.
doing is the Cal's extrapolating from that it's just that type of bird.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
But yeah, Cal's spitballing.
There you
Okay,
go.
but he will never
Yeah.
admit that. He'll never admit he's spitballing.
No, to be honest, you could be right, could be wrong. Like we don't know
Could be
if
right or wrong. I don't know.
this rock, this mythical huge rock, is the same as a rock or rook in.
Yeah,
modern-
if it even
we don't
if
know.
it even has the behavior of like.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no harm in testing that theory. Like, just
Yeah.
have something shiny run across the
Because
hill or something.
It's so.
Because I think
big,
the worst
though.
that was happening was that it
something
wouldn't
tiny,
attract
shiny.
it.
Can
Then we
I
can
ask
do the
Bear,
anchor plan.
Does the rock leave without? Does the rock move? Do we like we? We can see if it leaves. Maybe. Does it ever leave without the Frost Maiden? We've only
I
seen
think-
this bird leave. We have when we were in the Yeti caves, and then Bear outside has only seen the bird leave at certain times.
Would it be helpful for Vanvalor to fly up there and scout? Because
I mean-
obviously little D wasn't able to see much.
It lasts a minute.
Last a minute.
Flight.
But can you go really far?
Yeah, doesn't it? Or is it 10?
10 minutes.
I don't know. It's
Oh.
not my spell.
I think it's 10 minutes.
I thought it was 1. But I guess I'm just used to all the other
No,
Yeah, most of
concentration
them are
spells
1.
being a minute.
Pretty sure it's
It's a
10 minutes.
concentration spell.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
I mean, most
Could
things
somebody,
when
could
they
somebody
fly
else be able
out.
to make him invisible?
I could do it. Wait, no, my invisible
I
is.
can only see invisible things. I might be. Wait, yeah, I can't make others invisible.
A creature you touch becomes invisible. Okay, yeah, I can make somebody invisible.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, just in case.
Or-
it's- yeah.
Wouldn't it be better if I go instead of Van because I'm more stealthier?
What about this? At the moment, I am not able to do it. I have to rest. But I do have the capability of speaking directly to the Raven Queen, i.e. Agari, to ask her. Basically, I have these 3 options: will, wheel, or woe. And I can ask her, is it a good idea to kill the rock? And she can tell me if she has the knowledge. Yes, no, I don't know. But I can't do that until tomorrow morning.
We're asking the Raven Queen if it's a good
Yeah,
idea?
I can
Oh, sorry. My brain was like, oh,
That's okay.
Raven Queen
can't
and the
pro- I
Maiden.
can't
And I was
ask-
like, why the fuck would we ask the Maiden?
Yeah, I
to-
know. I've
Yeah.
like, halfway through, I realised that she meant the Raven Queen.
That is something I can do. If you guys.
Her answer would be yes, no, or maybe.
No, yes, no, or I don't know.
Yes, no, or I don't know.
I mean, it's still maybe, I guess.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
is like a eh.
Yeah, usually
No.
this spell is a tough one because it can be incredibly interesting to cast narratively, but kind of just give you nothing because
Yeah,
you
it
can't
really
exactly
can.
predict the future. So
Yeah.
it just goes off
But
of
the
a
Raven Queen has strings of fate.
What does that mean? What does that do?
It just means that she might have more
cause and
potential
effect.
than
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh. I mean, that's an option.
Here,
but
let me
as you
let me
said,
read it to you guys so you can get a better. That was the simple version. By casting, blah, 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 this is talking about the stuff that you're using. Oh, I see. Okay, gem and laden sticks, rolling dragon bones, blah blah blah, laying on ornate cards, or in playing blah blah blah. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following possible: wheel for good result, woe for bad result, wheel and woe for both good and bad results. Okay, so I forgot that. Or nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad. So I guess I don't know isn't necessarily an answer. It's more like it can be good and
You
bad,
have
or
two versions of
it's
good.
not
of,
necessarily good or
of
bad.
Good and you have two versions of
Yeah.
I don't know. You have the
Yeah.
version where
You have the
definitely something
win-win,
good and
you
definitely
have
something
the
bad's gonna happen,
win-lose.
or definitely I don't have any idea. Like
Yeah. And then it
Yeah.
says the spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell. Okay, just different level. Oh, wait. If you cast a spell or more,
doesn't matter.
2 or
Carrie.
more times before completing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25%
cumulative.
chance of each casting after the spell.
Yeah, so you have to roll a D100 to
Anyways.
see if you can do it again.
It's not a guarantee and it has to be soon before we do it, but it's an option.
Right. Right.
Can I
don't
just
have it
say,
prepared.
there's a difference between I don't know and maybe. I don't know as in there is no information that I can tell you either way, and maybe indicates that I do have information, but I don't have a conclusive answer for one way or another.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's just
This is-
No, that's
This-
why.
No,
I
I
can-
agree.
this is
I
Matt
can put
Magic
another-
talking. That was
No,
bothering
as
me
Cari,
a
I
little bit.
agree.
in that.
But
can
before
put
I
in
read that
that.
spell to you, I thought the answer was specifically I don't know versus
Okay,
maybe.
yeah.
I was
It's just-
separating the two.
I'm
I
just
can
like,
put
But,
another
uh,
pin in
yeah.
that. The maybe would be in the context of maybe you should do it.
Yeah, but there is
not
no maybe.
not maybe.
There
no,
is
no,
no
I'm
maybe.
saying, and that's that other thing. If you don't know, then we can. Our decision is a maybe. Should we do it or not do it? That's the thing.
If you want to, yeah, you can draw that. It's not her answer, but you can draw
Yeah.
that. Because it's also it's a yes and
Mm-hmm.
or a no and, because it's either good results, bad results, good or bad results, or good and bad results, or neither good nor bad results.
We've seemed to maybe mess up things
Good,
here.
bad, yes, no. That's it. Like yes to
How
both, no to
about-
both. Those are your options.
What is our distinct plan right now?
See, that's what
Don't have one.
discussions are for. Is to figure out what it is.
At the moment, the only plan we have is we need to rest.
Identify should be
So?
done by now.
Yeah, the
How-
dome and identifier finish.
Here are our options.
Alright.
Tomorrow morning, once you've rested, fight the Raven Queen. Number 1. Number 2, kill the rock. Number 3, find the bell and leave.
Number 4, the plan to converse with her and see if we have the capability to fight her before we fight her.
Okay, so basically 1 is converse with, 2, fight, which could be the same because converse might turn into fight, so they're kind of under the same umbrella. 3, kill the rock, which can
I have a-
lead to fighting.
I have a quick question. Were these conversing and or fighting? I'm going to be observing, right? Because I can observe and fight. So, but you.
If we go up to converse, the plan is you observe to let us know if we are going to be annihilated or not.
It's too late at that point.
I know.
She leans over. She leans over and is like,
I love a science
"Yeah, we're all
experiment in the
fucking
morning.
dead. We're all dead." So good luck.
Regardless, our positioning should be the ones that hit heavy in the front and our magic users in the back.
Wait. We're not there yet. We need to flesh out the plan once we decide which one of these we choose.
All right.
Otherwise, everyone's just going to get confused.
I have another quick question. Is it possible to deceive the rock? Do you think it can?
The
Do you think
bird?
it can be deceived? Yeah. I mean,
Don't
like,
know.
say someone disguised themselves as a Raven Queen. Would
God.
the rock know the difference?
They're magical.
It would have to be a really
nature.
good disguise.
Mm-hmm. They're-
If only we had a party member who could do a really good disguise. I don't even.
I can. I have a
I
disguise
think the
kit.
difference is size.
No, Cal's talking about her hat.
Yeah, but
Once
the thing
again,
is,
size.
it's
I
not
have
just
a magic hat, and we also have mesh.
I've got a jar of dirt.
it's not just a disguise. We don't know how their relationship works. Does he talk to him magically? Is it a mental collection? Can we do that? We can't simulate that. We can't even know how that works.
Have you? Okay, well, we'll get you close, and then you can do read thoughts or whatever that is. That thing you do. You can do that thing, and we find out what is being.
Thought. You think he said it enough that you would remember that?
He has never said that to me.
He has said that every 5 seconds. It's getting on our nerves, to be honest. No offense, man.
That could solve a lot of our problems if we can.
Rob, I'm
hijack
detecting Cal's
the rock.
thoughts.
God damn it.
Well, maybe you shouldn't detect my. Okay.
I think the ideal situation would be as if we could just leave and have some sort of avatar of ourselves speak with her. But I don't think any of us are physically capable of doing.
I mean,
I
don't think any
one
of us can do that. No.
I still think one of us approaching her to speak with her is enough. We did complete her trial. She might be open to dialogue.
Well,
That isn't necessarily of annihilation. Do you know?
In that
As
case,
in
Velen would be
Velen.
the front
I
runner.
think,
in-
yeah, Velen's the only one that she
Valen, you want to
contacted.
go talk to the Frost Queen alone?
No.
Talk to the bait.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I mean,
how about
I was made a mistake earlier. That thing, know your enemy. Needs to be outside of combat. I thought it was in or outside. It has to be outside.
That's as we said, converse.
how about a speaker and accompanied by say
least Cal.
me,
Well, let
me
me-
and Cal.
Let me talk. Y'all talked a lot.
I barely spoke.
Thank God for that.
Sorry.
All right. Now, since we have earned this piece of literature, and she holds out the codicil, we have not purchased it, but rather we have earned it with blood, sweat, and effort. It is under my thinking that we have some time. And because of this, us discussing things about attacking and doing things offensively is completely moot if shit hits the fan and we don't have a ride out of here. So our priority should be insurance beyond a little tiny book that very clearly has been given to us and not something that we can really leverage.
I'm with her.
So, to me, it seems best if we decide, how the fuck are we getting off of this island? Before we
I mean, I can talk
prioritize,
to the-
how do we kill a god?
I could talk to the walrus and see if
That's true. Well, no, we
Okay.
can. There's a bell. We can find the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
There,
to
I've
be
said my
honest,
piece.
if we're going to think of trying to kill a demigod, I think we should have more than 8 hours to plan.
Before we rest, you could, Devii, talk to what's his name, Sopo. Ask him about the bell.
If I can find him.
Man, so post.
With your sending.
Sopo too.
I don't have sending anymore. That was a long
yeah.
time ago.
Van,
I
do you
do.
have sending?
Man,
Oh, we
Yeah.
got Van.
I'm not opposed
Thank-
to the idea of just
let me
hunting
check to
for
see if
this
I
bell.
can get it tomorrow.
yeah, I'm pretty
Let's
sure
see
I
if
have
we can-
something. Let me look.
Let's see if we can figure out.
I
what
never
this
use
bell
it.
is.
So.
It would not be the first time we hunt for something and there's nothing
Yeah, I do.
there.
Sending's a 3rd level spell, right?
Yeah. If you want to hunt the bell, I guess.
Actually, I do have the ability to do sending. However, I have to prepare it tomorrow.
Right.
And that's
think-
by replacing Revivify,
Oh,
the potential of reviving you guys.
That seems
So
like
bu-
a very bad idea.
Well, speaking of
Yeah.
that, I take out a scroll.
She stares
I
at
take out
Mesh.
Yeah.
I take out a scroll from my bag. Devii, this would probably be best in your hands. It's a
Oh yeah, that's
scroll
awesome.
of Revivify.
Oh, sorry, I knew what it was, so I responded before you said. I'm sorry, Mesh. Awesome. When did
Yeah.
you get this, by the way?
I believe, was it in the one of the tents, Rob? I believe.
Am I just supposed to have that knowledge on tap? No, I have no
You
Yeah,
gave
Rob,
me a
why
big
don't you
scroll.
know? Absolutely.
You gave me a big scroll spell. Like that's
Mesh. I give you
believe it was in
items
one of
that
the
I
ten-
read in the moment, and it's not my responsibility to remember where the fuck they are from.
one of the tribe tents, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what's the jug?
I can give you all an emboldening presence as well, to help you out. Like, not at the moment, but get
What's
it. To...
what's emboldening presence?
It's like an aura around me, similar to things that I know that Breker has. But his kind of, when you're around Breaker, you kind of feel like fate changes and you're able to do better on something. Whereas for mine, now that we've been able to level up, is it the same thing? Does yours do, is it just saving throws or is it attack roll, ability check?
Saving throws.
Okay, so mine gives you an attack roll and ability check as well. But it's not, it's a limited amount of time. It's not always like.
Okay. How long is it for?
10 minutes.
That would be pretty useful in battle.
Yeah, it could be a
But
pre-battle.
You know what? To be honest, though, you do have to know it's only gonna be a minute. Out of game terms, it's only a D4. So you can only add like a D4.
Rob, is it an alchemy jug?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got an alchemy jug. It can produce acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, which is an inside joke from Critical Role, I think.
No, it was there before.
It was there before? Okay. Oil, vinegar, fresh water, salt water, and wine.
Wait, do we have that?
We have a magical jug that can make all of this. How many times a day?
Well, hang on, how have we not been using this?
We just got it.
Yesterday.
Why didn't we use it
found it
yesterday?
this morning.
Because you didn't
I found it
have
an
it
hour
yesterday.
ago.
Morning. We could have been drinking
Well,
wine this
an
whole
hour
time.
ago.
You didn't
I just
identify
found
it
out
yet.
what it does.
Oh yeah.
I say we use it right now. I could go for a tipple.
One minor suggestion. We have almost 20 hours to kill, probably more.
Exactly.
We
All the more
have
reason we
those,
use it to make wine.
That room that has the ice gargoyles in there. Should we go and make sure those are not the same as Sopo?
You have about
They're
13 hours to kill, give or take.
That might be a fight that's a bit easier than Giants, the Frost Maiden, or the Rock.
I had detect magic up when we came up the stairs, and they were not imbued with magic. So
Was Sopo
unless they're,
magic?
I'm not sure.
Can
Didn't
it do
Sopo
magical
claim he was
creatures?
the only one of his kind?
I don't think so.
Mesh,
Didn't
why
we
don't you hit
ask
it
him
with
that?
the laser gun?
Maybe he didn't give us an answer.
Yeah,
We do have a
that's
laser
fine.
gun.
I honestly, though, I'm
Couple laser guns.
even still, I'm with Velen. I think that we should try to find a way off this island, and while we have this time, be responsible with the magic item that we have and find that area. And if it's an old ancient civilization that was highly magical, who knows what we could find down there to help us fight against the rape.
Okay, so we should leave the island and then go to that. Do you mean that magical city? Is that what we're
Yeah,
talking
because the
about?
codicil is like the key that unlocks it.
Oh.
And there's a thing that Velen told us in there that controls the weather. And that's the reason why we were
Good
helping
plan.
her in the
The only
beginning.
thing is, that is a very good plan.
Hey,
But how are we getting there? Because that is fucking far.
It is. We're gonna have to use our dogs.
Velen has no idea if that thing actually exists or if it's
Even
a
in
real
working
thing.
condition.
Yeah, we're working on faith here, right? It's either does
Mhm.
it exist and we can do something, or are we strong enough at this moment to kill a demigod? We
I don't
have
think so.
a
It'd be
guarantee
like
to either.
Faith does this and like ignite an orb of light in his hand. A legend does this and like snuffs it out.
Debbie just face palms.
You can have inspiration breaker. That's spectacular.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Like, honestly, that's the stuff of legend. That's good.
Mm.
I think we should go because we, even if that particular thing isn't there or in working order, I think we're bound to find something useful.
Maybe
it gives
there's
us
a
time
sword of
really-
kill demigod. I don't know.
Well, there might be. I've heard such things can exist.
Well, I'm just nervous
Sorry, I'm laughing at the
that,
cat.
you know, all of this is going to be at the moment when we least expect, where the god decides to just be here because they are a god.
Yeah.
You know.
And she can. And that time we'll have to fight her anyways.
I think the cat's going up there because she wants to be in the sun and she wants
Yeah,
to be
it's
warm.
warm.
Nox does that too.
Are we getting close to a time for a break? Should
We
we
can
come
take a
up
break.
with a plan and then take a break?
It's
You guys
almost.
have not come up with a
it's
plan
just-
for an hour and 45 minutes, so there's no way you're coming up with a plan in the next 5
We
minutes.
have a lot of plans,
God.
but we haven't.
What are you talking about? We
you,
got
It
three
seems,
plans.
it seems the prevailing plan is leaving. Multiple of our plans are leaving, and less of them are attacking.
This is the
So,
prevailing plan. Clown Fiesta music. Let's go on break. I'm gonna go pee.
Just to be clear, the reason why I'm being very quiet
You
is
should,
because
like-
I
Oh
have
my
no
god,
plan.
it's so freaky that Rob walks out of that room. Oh my god, it's freaking me out. That was so weird. I don't know
You
what
see
it's
my new bike? Hold
Yeah,
on.
I did notice your bike. I did
I
notice
ordered
yeah.
it, I measured it, and I put it
Wow.
together.
Oh,
I'm very proud of myself.
Is it one of those folding bikes or is it just a
It is.
normal bike? It's a folding bike.
It is a folding bike, and I got a
Oh,
bag
cool.
that I can carry it in so that if I go different places, I don't have to ride my bike and then walk. I can ride my bike, take it on the train, and then.
So you can take it on the train. Yeah, I
It's
always
heavy,
think
but it is made of aluminum, so it's lighter than a normal bike.
Wait, it's made out of what?
I think it's aluminum.
Made out of
Aluminium.
what?
She means
Aluminum. It is aluminum.
I don't know what I don't know what aluminum is. I'm not
Oh,
looking at this.
okay.
I'm gonna go and get.
Maybe you need to go back to school.
I have been to school. They taught me correctly.
I'm joking.
I
Aluminium
need to-
sounds
Where is it?
posh.
Sounds right.
Yes.
Sounds right because there's an I and U, not just a U M. That's the only
That's
only
how
part
it's
that
probably spelled in British and not in English, American English. It's spelled in British. Just like color in English.
There's a really
it's
old book that we-
COLOUR, whereas we spell it COLOR.
Yes, Goldy, spell me in British.
There's a really old book that we just got, and one of the
okay,
it's a bunch of short stories.
M-E.
And then
That's such a reverse of like, yes, I speak American. So,
Well, I American't.
American. I love when British people speak with American accent.
Eat that pecan pie.
oh, do you like that? Because the reverse is also as entertaining for us.
I know.
What's the reverse?
The best
When
is
the
hearing British people
Americans
try to
Oh,
speak
yeah,
like the
speak
hood.
British. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. But you know what's really ironic? We have our own hood versions.
Hmm.
And for whatever reason, it's never been picked up as something to either speak of or imitate or anything in America. But the second you hear it, you're like, oh shit, I recognize what this is. It's so weird. Why? Why has that not been a thing? I think bruv is the closest we've gotten to any kind of like,
Huh.
oh, we know that word. Of course you do. It's
Chef, are you adding the alchemy jug to
It's
your
because
thing or
there's too
should I
much
add
slang
mine?
to imitate.
anyway.
Probably
Huh?
what it is.
Who's adding that alchemy jug to what?
You're not wrong.
I'm asking if Chef is doing
But-
it or should I?
I would say, particularly before the internet at the very least, and definitely still now, like even in parts in America, like there are certain parts that have their own slang words, and the same applies here. People say like, well, how is it that your country is so small and there's so many different people with so many different terminologies and dialects? And that's how it is everywhere. It's just
It is,
I don't
but
know.
also like you have like
Well,
in the European area in its history, you had like Nordic, Roman, Irish, Gaelic. Like you had so many various like warring tribes and things bringing their own languages and stuff in.
the order is Romans, Vikings, Anglo-Saxons, and then the Normans, and then we had a monarchy.
Yeah. Because you also had the it was the Byzantine
Well, don't forget about the
Empire
French,
after
and the-
the Roman.
Ah, yes.
Then you had the French Revolution. We don't
was
talk
for
about the
us.
French Revolution.
That wasn't for us. We were just watching like, oh well, sort of heads rolling. Back to the tea.
The tea.
Back to the tea.
That was horrible.
And then we just look to the right and you're like, oh whoa, those blokes are throwing the tea we gave them in the water.
Now
Revolution.
everybody can have tea. It's a giant tea cup.
Yeah, I actually thought that. Like,
Yeah.
That's what the British are
Yes.
truly planning. They're gonna turn
Yep.
all the oceans into tea.
Yep.
That's the secret plot.
Mom, can I go swim in the tea? Instead of the ocean. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Salty tea, by the way.
no, you can't. It's
You just put
healthy
caramel
and
in
it'll
it.
keep you alert.
Yeah. there you
No. God, hold on, I'm gonna ask this question. You know what? I'm just gonna say it out loud.
Hmm.
At this point, Chef, I'm in the middle because when I spoke out, it was literally me just trying to get some clarity of who wants to fight, who wants to stay, whoever out of the group speaks most. Let's just do that. A group choice. But I think everyone else is on the fence as well. And in terms of plans, to be honest, at this rate, I think we should just go talk to her.
Jodie, are you back
Just-
yet, girl?
You know? Because,
Wonderful.
I mean, did I say if we are going to confront her, we should talk to her first? You know, for all we know, she could just be like, well, you passed out my test. Congratulations, you are now part of my team. Cool, can we use your bird? Of course you can. And we just fly off and deal with her later. I don't know. But as it stands, if we're going to fight her, it doesn't feel like we can use any kind of plan because, one, the bird is anything, magical, tamed, or whatever. So any plan we have with that probably won't work. And she's ready, yeah. Her own environment. Also, she probably knows what we're doing. You know, she probably is aware every time we complete a trial. So, honestly, logically, we should leave. But I also think we should kill her. So,
We will eventually.
Chef, my answer is head, we should leave. Heart, we should kill her. I know that's not the answer you want, but that's what I'm thinking.
Don't forget, I'm not leaving Icewind Dale till she's dead.
The player wants to fight, the character
Yeah.
is on the
Breker,
fence.
I think
I don't want to fight as the player.
Player-wise, I'll do what everyone else does. I didn't have a
I
chance to
will.
say it. But literally, the second someone says something like, cool, I'm joining you.
I'll fight with you guys, but I'm having a backup plan in my brain to preserve my character.
What are you doing, Devii? Haha, yeet.
Bye! My fate's not getting cut.
Chef, what do you think we should do?
we obviously need to do a long rest. We cannot long rest. What do we do until the long rest? We either start
Play-
hunting
You play
the dogs
cards.
Fake
or
techno.
clear the shoot the
I hate sometimes
gargoyles.
as a DM, like the stuff I can't tell you guys. There's so much.
Shoot the
We
shit.
can search for the bell.
Van.
Are you
Van,
ready, Cal?
could
Because
do
we
the
can just
van
jump right
searching
back
for the
into it
bell.
if you're ready to go.
Yeah, we can search for the bell.
I think.
Because
I
we
think
got
the priority is
limited
search for
time,
the
and
bell.
I don't know how much longer we got with Dallan here, so I'm just gonna let you
Minutes.
guys fire back in, and then
I
you
got
can head
snap.
out.
I
Okay.
have minutes.
All right. Well, I'll let Dallan kind of take the floor then with his final
Okay.
statements here, and then you guys can do your own thing.
All ears.
I think that we should probably leave if we're not going to do the anchor thing. Because
Meteor anchor.
yeah,
It's a really fun plan.
No.
The mental image is quite delightful there.
I love the idea. I really do. If I had it large, I would help out.
yeah, we should leave. Look for the bell. And try to, because I mean, at this point we can't rest. We will be at a disadvantage anyway, and we're at more of a disadvantage without resting. And if we can't rest, what we should do in the meantime is find a way to leave, and we don't have to fight in that time, and we can decide later if we need to.
So if you're
Plan is
thinking
looking for a way
about
off.
that, the first step should be just try to contact Sopo using sending. I mean,
We
that
can't cast sending until a rest.
Yeah, we
I
should
can.
have a long
Van,
rest.
Van,
You
Van can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
if
I
you
have-
like.
2 sendings.
Yeah, let's just try to do that, get that out of the way if he has info.
And who am I sending it to again?
Our flying ice monkey friend, Sopo.
If we left and just headed
that's
down the
right,
staircase, isn't
him.
that where Sopo? Like we didn't. We were with Sopo. He dipped.
He left us around the stairway.
He's not there. Why would he be there? It's been too long.
We don't need him to be there. We just need info from him.
Well, if he left, it means he thinks we're dead. So he probably knows Ice Maiden can sweep the floor with us.
Yeah.
Right. What say you,
Lord.
everyone else?
Lord's
Okay, for the
Vans.
bell?
I said my piece, I think.
I don't
We should
really
look
care
for
what the protocol
A way
is.
off.
Are you gonna cast sending, or are we just gonna head down the steps for Sopo?
I think heading down the steps is fine. Probably want
Yeah,
spells
that's
for
true. If he's
anything
there, we won't
offensive
have
on
to
the
send.
All right.
on the way out. We could also posit to the walrus a whole bunch of food that I can give him, and if he can get us off, so that we were exploring every opportunity while we're here.
Speaking of, if this is counting as another short rest, maybe you guys can
not.
roll your hit die. Huh? Okay. How much
So are we all
healing
in
do you need?
accordance that we're all leaving the castle at this moment?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I think we should
Sounds
talk to
about
the
right.
walrus first to see if he can get out
We
of
have to
here.
go all the way down there though on those steps that are.
I think we already
I don't-
tried to ask him to
Yeah.
come with us, right?
He was really happy. But he does like, and he is an.
If we can't find the bell, are we coming back here? We could then use that as a backup plan to get off the island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can use it as a back.
Alright then. Head down, talk to the walrus.
Who's going down to the walrus?
I suppose we shouldn't split each other up in this. This is not a good time to be split apart. We should go together.
How you doing, Goldy?
I'm fine. To be honest, we should. I should need some healing.
I will reluctantly go with you all to the walrus.
Alright, if anyone is going to walrus. Can you guys go to the staircase for me?
awemei here?
But I didn't roll
Cal, are you going down to the walrus? Chalcedony?
Wait, what?
Fuck you, roll
Cal,
20.
you're
What are you
muted.
doing? What are you?
Who's what?
Are you going down to the walrus? Yes or no?
No, if everyone else is, yeah.
All right. I need everyone to make a dexterity acrobatics check, please.
I put crampons on my shoes.
Yeah, I'm not making that mistake again. I'm putting crampons
doing it.
on.
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
also keeping an eye on the.
Meaning I put crampons after I saw you all fall down last time.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make a difference?
If Rob says make a dexterity check, it means you either didn't or it's not a, oh, I'm putting on crampons as I fall down. Like,
Yeah, but like it's been a while since we've done it, and
You
there's
know
no
what,
way Devii
if-
would make that
Yeah.
mistake again.
It's just I have them. It's just I have
Like
them.
out of game, it's been a while.
I don't think I even took them off. So since we came up,
What,
we
can they
haven't
be
been.
that being said, I have no
Unequipped?
idea if this is actually slipping on the ice or something completely different.
Yeah.
Well, my one can't be equipped and unequipped, so.
Do we have advantage with crampons, or is it the
Yes.
same?
How comes I can't equip and unequip mine?
Is it a dexterity check or a dexterity save?
Acrobatics. There's not a save.
Oh, so do we just throw with advantage?
If you have crampons on.
I do have crampons on.
Son of a bitch. I got a 5.
Oh.
What? With advantage? What the hell?
Eesh.
Okay. If you did not get a 10, if you did not get a 10, you
Hey.
take 3 damage.
Exactly a 10. Holy shit, that's close.
Because
So can
crampons
we have-
will increase your likelihood of success as well as reduce the damage from falling. You're
I want
welcome.
Chef
You
to
are prone on the
describe
floor if you failed. Otherwise, you
in
take no
falling-
damage. We're gonna speed
Falling
this up.
prone. I want to hear this.
I gotta hop off.
Okay.
See ya.
So
Yeah.
thanks for playing, guys.
Bye.
It's been fun. I'll see you all
Yeah.
sometime not today.
Sometimes not today.
See you,
Bye.
Dallan. Take care.
Bye.
I like this background because then when I shut the
whoops.
camera off,
That's
you still have.
not
Yeah,
what I
it's
wanted
nice.
to do.
I like it.
It looks like I'm in like a cyberpunk world.
Yeah, he's find the Jodie.
There we go.
I rolled 15, so I'm good.
Just take 3 damage
I
if you
rolled a-
failed. I don't really want to police this.
18.
guys can
Will
please
my
yourselves.
suffering? Will my suffering
placed
never
myself.
end?
Thank you, Jodie.
I'll just pat you on the head.
Who, me or what's his
No,
name?
Goldie.
Oh. Cal wants pats as well.
You're not suffering or in pain.
How do you know?
You're not going, ow, my head.
Would you like to be? I would do that.
Devi's already walked. You guys are having.
Did Vanvalor
Goldy,
give us the all clear to
Do you
use
prefer
his-
beer or wine right now?
You guys, it's 6 a.m. Like, calm down.
Beer, I
like,
guess.
did-
I don't like either.
Yeah, he was
Did
gonna do
Dallan give us
sending.
the not no, he wasn't gonna do sending. He was gonna use this feast thing to feed the walrus.
Oh, yeah, he didn't give the. I mean, that was his plan originally.
If he didn't give us the green light to do that, we probably shouldn't be downstairs.
No, that was the assumption.
Okay, so we're using.
He
the
wouldn't be
feast
down
to
here if
feed
he
the
didn't
walrus.
want to do that. So he's gonna feed him a
Okay,
bunch of food so that you guys get all the information you want. What information do you want?
Walrus,
Does he
can you
know-
get us off the island?
Please.
Well, I'm sure
Please.
one at a time, and it will be a
One at a
long
time.
trip. But I'm very big,
you're-
and y'all are almost all together as big as I am.
If we had a
No, we're
boat,
not.
could you pull us behind in like a little tugboat or something?
It would be very cool, I think. Lots of animals
Where are we
on the
getting
way.
this? And I got them tugboat from.
And then, do you know about any dock that has a bell on it around the island?
Yes, I'm the one who told you.
Oh yeah.
You know exactly where it is?
No. There's plenty
Can-
of docks.
Have you only seen the bell? I can't remember. You didn't see the fish man, did you? The
For all this food, will you find us the dock?
I could certainly be persuaded to hang out with friends with food.
I didn't ask about hanging out. Wait, did he already eat the whole feast?
Yeah. It's a lot, but he did leave a few of them down here. But yeah, he'll go with you guys to kind of look around with you. But
You know,
it's a long trek. Like the island's huge. So
Do you
Right,
like
no,
mayonnaise?
but that's not what I was asking, because I wanted to know what the size, if he's seen the size.
he said
I'm
basically,
worried.
Cari, he's coming with you.
Okay. I'm worried
You're always
about our
worried.
dogs. And Near. Near's frozen body is still on that thing. I've been
Who's
casting
near?
Nair?
Who's
Navar?
near? Who's Navar?
The frozen body of the wizard that is Velen's enemy.
Huh?
Nas.
Nass, that's the person.
Thank you.
Knew it started with an N. Because Cari is really bad with names, so too is Devii.
Well, there's only one real way to find the dock is to walk around. Yeah, I think.
That's very wise word.
I'll literally walk around the entire coast. It's gonna take forever.
Well, how else are you good planning on finding it?
Got a point?
Previous
when
knowledge.
Well, you knew where it was, so
we have a little frozen.
Seems a little weird to ask the same question twice when I tell you the same answer twice.
We have
It
a
does,
little
doesn't it?
frozen flying dude that we can talk to. Can get a hold of him.
You kind of notice that he like ruffles his whiskers when you say there's a tiny dude flying around that we can't get a handle on. He kind of just goes,
Have you seen him? Do you know him?
Is he made of ice?
Yes. Yeah, you can't eat him. I'm sorry.
No, he
Yeah, he's
doesn't
a
look
bit of a
hungry. He
nuisance.
looks
Oh.
he looks pissed.
He doesn't like him.
oh, he doesn't like him.
You know him, Sopo.
Ooh, he's the worst.
Yeah, he's annoying, but we can ask him if he's seen it, and then we can shoo him away.
He threw snowballs at me when I came in here.
If he
Okuma?
throws snowballs at you again, I will throw a snowball at him.
You may not know this, but do you know how the Frost Maiden communicates to her rock?
The
She has
big
a pet
beard,
rock?
big bird. The big bird,
How is
the
it?
huge bird.
Wait, is it a rock or is it a bird?
It's a bird.
A bird.
Bird called a rock.
Its name is
Bird's
Rock.
called a rock.
She named the bird
It's a
Rock.
rightfully confusing name.
Yeah, I know.
It is a little, yeah.
Okuma, if we attacked the Frost Maiden, would you fight us?
I'm supposed to, but I've been fed more by you than the last couple of days than I've gotten from her in quite a while. And he hasn't been down here in a long time.
Probably lonely.
I'm not very lonely, no thank you. I'm okay.
You don't like having a companion?
I'm perfectly content to slide around on the ice and eat food. It's great.
Okay.
He like ruffles his
Okuma, another question.
blubber. Scratch.
At the top of the steps leading down here, there's some gargoyles. Are those ice gargoyles, or are those actually like the other flying creature?
I don't know what a gargoyle is, nor do I know what those things are.
Okay.
Oh, are they alive in other words?
I appreciate your answers, Akuma. These were stretches for sure.
He like stretches his arms. That's a good idea. And then rolls over.
Well, let's make our way upstairs. By the way, if you enjoy sliding in the ice, there's more ice out there.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
There's just no wind in here.
Oh, that's very true.
He does the kind of like jettison face forward with a little like butt hop to kind of move forward and like pulling his flippers.
I suppose you probably wouldn't let us ride you unless we gave you a special gift.
I don't see why not. I just don't see a very good place to sit. And you see his back is like, there's no
Yeah, I'm trying to
saddle,
think,
there's
there's
no
not
like
really
good
a-
place to sit on. It's kind of
Yeah.
like this just slope that kind of just ebbs and flows like a water bed. It's just like he's literally like a moving water bed. It's really, really weird.
Yeah, good. Oh well, that was worth a thought.
I could make sure you get up the steps though, no falling.
Yeah, if I slip, catch.
So yeah, he'll help you guys get up the steps. And you want to go back out to the main map?
Let's head to the
Rob.
coast and hunt for the bell.
Before we head out of the building, though, I'm gonna detect thoughts the 3 statues, making sure they're not alive.
God, this detect thoughts is the stupidest thing.
I don't know. I'm just everything that Rob's mentioned that might be an enemy. I mean, we
it's
should
worth
probably
it.
kill it.
Or at least make sure it won't kiss. I'm not gonna kill us.
Are you looking at each of them?
One at a time, yeah. I'll take some time.
You're
Are
pretty.
you probing or no?
Do I get any surface toss before I probe?
Looks like you do. Yeah, you do get a register on each one of them.
Interesting.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
They all seem to be thinking, I wonder what they're doing.
Wasn't Sopo a frozen statue?
Kinda.
So it could just be another one of those.
You guys friends with Sopo?
They don't move.
Wait, so
Why are you talking
Mesh,
to the
they're alive.
gargoyle?
Yeah.
what?
Could I say it quietly enough to the group? Do you want to kill these things?
Well, they're not doing anything.
Debbie kind of just goes, no.
If,
I mean, why?
if we're not trying to,
I don't see
if we're
why
not trying to
not.
fight her today, probably not now.
I
Mhm.
mean,
Maybe next time we come for the
they're
actual
probably
thing.
watching and stuff, and they already seen us up and down.
Well, next time we
Mhm.
come here, we are killing the Frost Maiden.
Get these guys first.
Next time we come here, we're going to be better prepared.
They do not budge throughout any of your conversations.
Mhm.
I try to poke one on the
You
forehead.
can't.
I
reach
think they're on
them.
the sea.
They're really high up.
Never mind then.
To be specific, when you guys are going through this area, there are 6 gargoyle-like creatures made of ice squat on
Oh,
ledges
6?
20
Six,
feet
I thought-
above the ground. They protrude from the wall with semicircle chamber near the back of the wall. The mist will blanket the floor down to the polished ice staircase. But yeah, there are 6.
This would be a good place for Shatter. Or the gravity one.
They're kind of all evenly displaced.
Later.
Yep.
All right, so you guys on the map or no? You guys leaving or no?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, continuing
We're leaving.
up the stairs and outside the castle. And I suppose looking for Sopo, where we left him on the stairs when we entered the castle.
I'm
Once you
gonna
go retrieve the
do-
dogs and take Akuma outside, the wind is not good. It's bad.
Can Akuma fit through the?
He
Dog?
squeezes, but he's made out of blubber, and so his large size does squeeze down like a Pomeranian going through bars.
One assumed he'd fit in there somehow.
Have you ever seen a fat cat get through a doggy door? It can happen. That's what he does.
Have you seen a cat inside a sofa? That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Inside the sofa?
So you get outside, you get the dogs, you get bear, you get down the
Have you
staircase.
seen Terminator 2?
You take a long time, so I'm gonna say it probably burns better part of an hour, kind of getting Akuma up the stairs. They are made for giants, so it does help. The front doors take a little while to open because you guys didn't open them all the way to get Akuma out. You also will get to the dogs. Dogs are still a little hungry. I'm gonna say that Vanvalor and Velen were smart enough to gather some of the food and bring them to the dogs to share. Akuma is more than happy on a full belly. And then you probably put the remainder of the food in some sacks on the sled that doesn't have any extra people on it. Akuma will just run with the dogs. Dogs are a little nervous at first, but you know, having Bear and all of you there and him not making any aggressive actions and not actually being a predator doesn't really matter. So you guys get down the bottom of the stairs and there's no Sopo.
Oh. How long have we been in here in game time?
You have done 3 long rests inside here.
So yeah,
you've done one after at least half the trials, and then definitely one right before you went to the skeleton. So definitely at least 2. And I don't know if you've done a third when you got in.
We did a short rest, I think.
Well, you've done one long and one short rest per long rest. Like you've done a short rest per long rest minimum. I just don't know if you've done a third. What's that?
3. We did one after each trial except for
one of them. Yeah, that sounds
Iskar.
right.
So like 3 days?
Yeah, you've been inside of this place for 3 days, and then I don't know if you took a long rest before you got here from
on the island
in the
itself.
Caves.
I think you did do one or maybe 2 with the Yeti cave.
We did one in the caves. We did one in the Yeti caves, 100%.
So you've been here 4 nights and 5 days, I think. I think it's 5 days, 4 nights.
So yeah, that's why he didn't wait. Well, I think we told him to wait.
To be fair, it gets a little fucky because you guys have kind of transported in and out of the trials off the island.
Tomorrow morning, I will be preparing. I don't remember the name of the spell, but the one that preserves the body of
Nas.
Because it's a 10-day thing, so I've been trying to keep it up every 10 days to preserve her body.
We have the Revivify scroll.
It is within a minute of something.
Revivify is only a minute.
I thought it was if it's been preserved.
But she was dead a long time.
Why are you preserving it then?
Because I want to eventually learn, like, I want to.
We need the upper level one.
Does the upper level one need them to be in good shape?
Yeah.
I think you need a body for that one, and then there's a third one which you don't need a body for.
That's true resurrection.
Yeah, something.
And then resurrection. Yeah.
This is very iffy stuff because this is very readily available information to players, but not very easy to grasp. Even as a character in a class, it's a gray area whether or not you know that's going to happen on the horizon or not. Like once you can start casting like 4th level spells, I think you would understand that maybe later there's thoughts in the world that there are miracles that can happen is probably the better way of saying it. Where occasionally the dead could be brought to life, but you guys have heard of greater wonders than resurrection from this lost city.
Yeah.
The more potent. Right.
I can at least keep her up till we go to the city.
So, Devii, it seems that all of you everyone has control over Devi's token. So you guys need to decide as a party who's leading and controlling the token one space at a time. As a reminder, each space represents a very large amount of feet. It is a 200-foot square. So every square is about 200 feet. And in dog sleds. So if the dogs are moving at like a slower pace or like a more middling pace in a difficult terrain, it'll take like every 2 squares is a pretty long distance. Yeah, I think that 200 feet is like a cricket pitch. You know, it's a big one. Or like a football pitch / soccer pitch, depending on what country you're from.
Are we supposed to stay on that? I mean, I can't see one.
You have to zoom out and find the right spot because it's a different map. Should we try and get our guide back by using sanding?
I don't see anything.
Don't want to do that without Van here.
No, Van has said that he was going to.
If Van spends the spell, he does not get a response.
Okay.
Well, I can't see a map. Oh, that? Tiny.
Which direction would you like to go? The pathway is the direction that you guys got here.
Should we not follow that back?
I would allow it because you guys kind of remember the generic like signposts because they haven't changed. There's no magic fucking with you, but you can keep following it. But it's not going to be like you're following footsteps. You're going to be following like landmarks.
Who wants to take? The question is, as players, who wants to take over Fish's job to navigate?
What does one need to do?
Has it been that long?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you need to like roll like a?
Yeah, it's a survival. I think it is usually, depending on the situation.
If it helps, I'm proficient with nature, survival, and if it helps,
oh yeah, I should not do that. Not me. I can do the dog sled thing though, because I can ride the dog sled. I can drive the dog sled. But not survival. Does anyone have proficiency with it? Or
I mean,
I do.
Myself and Vanvalor have half, but you would probably be better with full, like a whole, not half.
You have full. Goldy?
What's your plus to it?
+6.
Awesome. I'm only plus 3. Yeah, well, we can have you do that.
Goldy's the navigator now.
So you need to tell me where you want to go.
I have navigator's tools, so I will give them to you.
So if you're just following the path, you guys don't have to do anything. There's no roll.
Okay.
But if you don't want to follow the path and you're trying to look for something specific, then I can take a roll to kind of interpret that. But the less details you give me as to where you're intending to go, the least, like, the higher the DC of the roll, and also, like, even with a high DC roll with a success, you're not really going to find what you're looking for because they don't really know what it is. So you guys have to be a bit more detailed here.
We're trying to get to the coast because once we find the coast, we can just follow the coast until we find the bell, find the pair with the bell, right?
Here's another thing we could potentially do while we're looking for the bell, is check out those few spots that Sopo tried to get us and see if we can somehow navigate across the water or something.
Perhaps there's a bell by those wrecked ships. Is that what you're saying?
Also,
yeah, so all we need to do is like we could just go due south and we'd hit the coast eventually.
Yeah.
Something like
No,
that.
also, it took us like a good hour, 2 hours to go to those different ships, so we're gonna have to take the long rest probably before we find the bell.
Should we go back to the caves for the long rest, maybe?
No, we can't because there are Yetis there now. We escaped from there, remember? They're still there.
I think, we didn't kill them all.
We didn't fight the alpha yet, yep.
It probably went back, so it's probably pissed as well.
The way it is, if we go back the way we came, at the very least, we may not get jumped. This is the assumption of like we know the terrain, we can at least navigate ourselves to get to the coast. We could go in any other direction to see if there's anything
I
else.
say-
But that's a risk.
I say Cal's idea for going straight south is probably the best situation.
Then yes, I agree. Everyone else, shall we?
Yeah.
So where do you want to go? The original dock?
So we're going
Yes.
straight south and then following the coast.
Okay. Well, then you can navigate down there and follow the path. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we're going to round this to 30 squares. So 30 times 200 is?
Hold on. Are we following
600.
the? Are we
6,000.
following the path? So,
6,000?
sorry, are we following the path, or are we
Yes.
going directly south? Because the path does go a little bit towards the west. Excuse me, the east.
30 times 20 is 6,000.
If the
Thousand.
path is
I'm just going to follow the path.
It
Just
would
to
be
keep it simple.
about a mile 1.2.
Okay, so you can travel about 3 miles in an hour. So I'm gonna say it'll take you about an hour to do all this because it's difficult
Wait,
terrain
wow.
with dog sleds that are a little slower. So
Yeah.
sound good?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Just for this, I know that there's different rules in Icewind Dale map, but there's established roads that you guys are using, and this is a very rough, very non-traveled terrain. So we're just gonna make this up on the fly and roll with it. Okay. So it'll take you about an hour to get all the way back to the original dock.
right.
If that's the intention.
Original-
That is the intention, right? We're going back to the original dot, not.
It would be a good
simply
starting
south.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we could start there.
I'm just
I like
following
that.
this path because it's not south anymore.
How long does that
Yay.
take us? You said 2 hours?
And
This
hour.
will not take us. Oh, well, I'm
Okay,
here.
there we
You
go.
can go one up if you want to see the
Wait.
dock there. Yeah. All right.
So we're on the coast now.
Now, I need to check something.
It's funny just seeing it like that. Definitely
What?
not a straight path we took.
No, I didn't even realise like it was a twisting path, but I guess it makes sense.
That's why I got so worried. They're like, wait, are we going straight south or are we going the route? It's windy route.
Ruined dock are, and some shipwrecks around the dock are immediately visible. Just as a reminder, again, the fog is very, very thick, limits your vision by a significant margin, and has not gone away. Bullocks. I can't remember if this is something that I improv'd or if this is something that's actually in the story. I love this. Okay, let me just Google something really quickly here. Actually, that should be in here. Okay. I have my answer. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that I'm not doing something that is... Like, I basically am looking for something that's not there in the place that it should be, and if it's not there, I know I improv'd it to be where I wanted it to be. And so I'm just, like, triple checking my improv to make sure that it's definitely not here, so I know where it is. Alright. So... something very interesting. When you guys come back here, there is... on one of the juts that seems to be partially broken, a singular dock edge from this large dock that is not, it doesn't look like the dock has something jettisoning out of it, you know, where the dock is collapsed, or like there's like the main dock and then there's the juts to get on the ships, right, with the little catwalks to get up there. And so a lot of those juts out past the main dock are broken. A lot of the main dock is broken that goes way out, so that's a very small kind of thing, but because it's giant size, it's very small, like it's very big still for you guys. And looking through the fog as you arrive down the steep steps made for giants, so you guys are kind of like doing that weird thing with the dogs to get down, and Akuma's just kind of like sliding next to the stairs. On one of the docks sections, there is like a very small like alcove for people like stand. It's like a standing piece, and there doesn't seem to be a dock that was ever built to go out. And in that section, there is a bell that was there the whole time, but
It was?
you guys didn't pay it any mind because it didn't have any relevance to you. And so kind of revisiting the dock, you're now looking for something specific. It's there. And you're like, oh, I didn't even remember that that was there, because, you know, you guys are looking for what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the most relevant information here? It's like, okay, there's stairs, there's this thing, there's something that we got to do with the dogs here, and you're just like, a bell is like a part of the docks. It's kind of like this extra piece. It's like, oh, of course there's a bell. Like, we ring the bell to make sure there's people that come in. You know, there's ring the bell to make sure somebody picks up the slack or somebody pulls the mast. Just very simple stuff, right? But there's a bell. It's really high off the ground. It looks pretty rusted over.
Breker tells everyone to stand back. I got this. And we'll start trying to throw stuff at it.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
All right, give me an attack roll with strength. Just use your unarmed strike. I think it's fine.
That thing is rusted over. Shouldn't we not do anything like that?
A 12?
As long as those giant birds don't come.
You do not have to roll damage at all. It rings out very loudly and clearly, despite its rust. And you can feel the docks kind of like reverberating it, and you can hear it bouncing like in triplicates across the ice and reverberating between the cracks, and it's just kind of like this warbling sounds, like shaking.
Breker kind of like puts his like, you know, last time we did this, it wasn't a good idea either.
Yeah.
I'm now regretting.
What, you mean because of those vultures?
Vultures, yeah.
But I hit it. You saw that.
You did a great job.
Hey,
Bullseye.
that's a point. Do you think that they're connected? This dock and that over there?
Maybe.
Yeah.
What if it summons the same vultures because they're responding to both of them?
It's
I don't
just
know.
The,
That would suck.
the positioning is perfect, I think.
We had to run from those vultures. We didn't even manage to kill
Akuma,
them.
can you head into the water and check if there is I think we said it was a bubble fish?
Bubble whale fish thing.
He puts
Something
his
like that?
like claws onto the dock and sticks his head in the water.
What can he just see just like that?
It's a bubble whale. It's a bubble fish. It's a bubble whale fish.
He lifts his head up and says, I've stuck my head in.
What did you see?
Some fish?
How can you just stick in your head
You
in?
need it.
Well, you said head in. What do you want?
What did you
Oh,
you like
he's-
food, right?
Oh no.
Would you like to eat the fish?
Eventually, I'm on a full stomach.
Oh wow.
Did that break you, Chef?
Really?
Well, he was eating that mountain of food that we
Yeah.
left the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah, he's
right?
full right now, despite even for an hour. But yeah, he looks through. Kuma hasn't seen anything yet. Doesn't seem like anything really happened.
The ocean is big.
Yeah, I mean,
We can't expect it to come immediately.
it's probably not. It might not even be near the coast.
Also, we might have to ring it instead of chucking a rock at it.
Could probably
We
make it
need
harder
a
with a bigger
Make it
brick.
no. We need something that's
Needs
What
more
about
cowbell.
the anchors?
we don't have a mallet, but Goldie's
Anchor
got his
clamp
axe.
on the bell.
No.
Needs more anchor bell.
No.
Wait,
Goldie's axe. Hit it with your axe, Goldie. The blunt end.
There might be
Nah,
a thing to ding it with.
Maybe.
I think we wait. That
Yeah,
was
we can wait.
very loud.
This is
Normally we use it. Normally
really
you'd
loud.
need a mallet, or there would be a.
in the inside. There's a.
What's that thing inside of a bell called? I know it has a
dingy thing.
particular. No, it has an actual name, I think.
Well, I don't know what it. Debbie's like, that's what Debbie's like. It's a dingy thing. I don't know what
It's
it's called.
basically a rope. It's basically a rope attached to the thing.
The dingy thing.
Guys,
Oh, it's
guys,
like there's a ball inside a bell. That's
Yeah.
guys, I think we should wait,
called
but I
a
also think we should make a perimeter.
The same as all of your guys's.
And it's not a bad idea, Goldie. Whilst we're waiting, we can at least make sure that we're like alert that nothing's gonna sneak up on us. And
Breker will be like,
Mhm.
I bet that shit Lord Sopo heard that shit too. He'll be back soon.
Shit.
so you acknowledge he's a shitlord. Good.
You've also given him a title.
All right. I'm
likes title.
Oh, well, hello again.
I'm
He's
just
not
gonna
there, I'm just
maneuver
messing with
the
you.
dogs
Oh,
Oh,
aside.
he doesn't really like Akuma, so maybe he's staying away from us. Or, you know.
no, it's
kind of-
Akuma doesn't like.
he's like a Sopo ward, just having this
Yeah.
I
giant
think
disgruntled walrus.
Sopo likes annoying Akuma.
Restraining order with Sopo.
Here's my walrus restraining order.
Breker, would you mind healing me now? I have a bad feeling.
I need healing.
I'll give you some healing.
Can I give
Not
him
that kind of
2
healing.
cure wounds level 1?
But I'm gonna turn around and keep a lookout because I have a feeling we might get
You can
company.
only see within
from-
about 200 feet.
I can do healing.
In any direction, you got about 200 feet of vision. That's it.
Okay.
Goldie, you want to heal?
I'll still keep an eye.
I'm gonna sit
19?
on the.
That's pretty good.
I actually might sit on the dog sled and try to talk to Ness.
Breker.
Nice.
I
Yes.
appreciate that.
I need to give myself some healing.
Me and Devii were talking about on the way over here. Me and Devii
Yeah.
were talking about potentially raising Nas from the dead.
Yeah.
Who? What? Nas?
Nas Lantamir, Velen's protege.
What? Hang on, that person that was burnt at the stake?
No.
No, that was the other one. This is the frozen body.
Do you remember?
Sorry, I
spirit that we
get all these.
had?
Get them
It's
confused.
a her, right?
It is a her. The other one was a he.
Okay. And she's dead. Was
But
that the
her
person we found the dead body when they
Yeah,
found
and
the
her
goat?
ghost is connected. Not ghost.
where-
Ghost. GHOS.
Didn't we leave the ghost somewhere?
No, we took the body, and the ghost is attached to the body.
Wait, how?
Uh,
What? Hang
I
on.
had to retcon that, Cari.
What?
Did you?
Yeah.
You
You guys
never
took the
told
body.
me.
You guys took the body so that you can bring her back. But I'm not supposed to. In the story, she's not. The ghost is not supposed to leave that area.
Is that
Tied to
attached
the
where
area,
she
even though
died?
the body is there.
Never
So
mind then.
essentially,
So-
you have to go there to get her body.
Okay, so we don't
But
have.
I'm
the body.
letting you guys cart the body around because you really wanted to make sure. Thank you, Chef.
So we do have the body.
Do
We're carrying
I'm
around a
allowing
dead
you to
body.
take the body, but I'm bending some of the rules around. So
Okay, cause I was thinking that like
Sorry, Cari.
because I thought that her ghost was attached to her body, that was like Devi's cue to be like, her strand of fate is still attached to this world because she's not leaving her body. But she was like really tired, so she wasn't actually talking to us. So when I said I was gonna sit and talk to her, I just meant she was gonna sit and talk to the body and not ask questions to a ghost. Like,
Rob, could I listen into my surroundings while we wait?
Are you using a feature?
anything's- I was kind of hoping to make a perception check.
Just normal perception. You don't want to use any. Do you have any like barbarian
Oh.
feature things that you want to use? Like special totem
No,
stuff?
I think in the situation where my character would just actually listen in to see if anything's like literally like coming towards us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can make a perception check. Again, it's going to be limited with the 200-foot range for vision, but that doesn't stop hearing.
22.
Breker makes a snow fort.
Knew it.
After he finishes, he puts a little sign out that no goats allowed.
You listen for a long time, probably about 5 minutes, while Breker's doing his thing. And Mesh is looking in different directions using his eyes, and you're using your ears. And you just hear the cracking of the glacier mounds of just, or not glacier, but like just these thick pieces of ice moving and echoing, ebbing and flowing, cracking and reforming. You even get to like witness a little bit of some of the pieces that kind of still and then begin to fuse again where they once were broken, because the water splashes up between them and seals them like a fine iced glue instantly. And after about 5 to 10 minutes, nothing has changed.
it might be under the water. Akuma, can you look under the water again?
Akuma jumps into the water.
And there's a
And we
giant.
wait.
Big wake, yeah.
And we wait till
You
he
guys can actually track him when he comes near under the dock for a little bit.
Okay.
He actually, because he's a free spirit, he kind of leaves. Like,
Yeah. That's why Devi's like, and we wait.
yeah.
But we can see him coming up to breathe, right? He must.
Yeah,
can see
you
him
might
coming
see
up
him
the
like,
door.
you might see like a little puff of smoke and of like steam and stuff where his head comes out for a second and then goes back down.
Akuma! Every time he hops, like she sees him like go up, she's like, Akuma!
Whack-a-mole.
He's gone for
playing
probably about
whack-a-mole
10
in the-
minutes. And then he pops back out and kind of like hops up and then tries to figure out a way to get onto the dock. It like takes a little while to get up there. Kind of like goes
Slapping-
around and then like slides all the way down the dock again.
What'd you see?
He's a little out of breath.
Is there a big giant bubble whalefish?
Well, I didn't see anything, big, but I did see a lot of little things that changed direction towards the end of my time out there. And they all seem to be running away from something.
Well, that's a good sign.
Were they running away from
Little things
you?
always, little things always run a big
some of
way.
them
Well,
were
yeah,
running away
yeah.
from me. I got a little hungry.
Okay.
Well, you are a giant ass. Fucking.
Well, my ass
Breker
is kind of
hides in
big,
his
I guess.
ice fort.
But like if you like I've seen like a lot of sea creatures. If there's like a whale in the ocean, those fish are yeeting themselves out of there. So this
Yeah.
is a good sign.
Maybe I don't really think anything different. I just didn't want to stick around if it was a shark, so.
I don't blame you.
Aren't sharks like smaller than you, though?
That doesn't mean they don't have big pointy teeth that can hurt him.
Do you really think that when being pecked by a little bird, it doesn't hurt?
Yeah, it hurts.
Akuma's got like giant tusks and. Okay, I was.
Sharks have like layers of sharp teeth. Like 1 layer, 2 set, 3 set. I don't know.
It only takes a tip of this blade to hurt someone, not the rest of the blade.
I really thought we were in trouble here. Maybe I'm just on edge.
We're not.
I don't
We're
think
not out of the
it's
thick
wrong
yet.
to be on edge. Like she knows we're here, but she's probably doesn't see us as a threat at the moment, and so she's letting us. That's
She
my
definitely doesn't
theory.
see us as a threat. Because we've been like trapping around here for days.
To be honest, I really want to get out of here. I just can't shake this feeling.
Hold on. Wasn't there something? Shit. I never wrote it down. But wasn't there something we had to do properly to summon Ankajuk? Like say his name out or something like that? I
don't think so. I think we just wait as he comes. I mean, this is a big ocean. It's gonna take a while for him to swim over here. But let me check.
Jodie, to answer your question about what the inside of the bell is called, it's called a clapper.
Oh, okay. That's such a simple
Like I said, the dingy thingy.
name that I should have remembered. Yeah, it's obvious now that you say it.
I found it for you. I've been looking for it for a little while. Because I was like, I don't want to cheat and use Google. I know it's in here somewhere.
Is it like, you know that saying we have, like going like the clappers? Is that what that comes from? Like a bell clapper?
I don't know.
Have you heard that before?
It could also be the clap ears thingy. The hands that are
Breker,
like
you kind
your
of
hand?
finished this proud ice
the
fort
hand
with
thingy that you
snow and
hold,
ice that
and
you've
you go
chipped
like
away.
this, and the hands go.
Probably taking off a crampon or two every once in a while, like scraping up some ice shavings to like finish something. Maybe grab some of the water and pat it on, make it look nice and neat. And then after about 30 minutes of all these little mini escapades of like Akuma and then Mesh and Goldy looking around, you know, talking with Akuma, trying to talk about clappers and bells and myths and ships and just maybe some small talk. You hear something.
Oh.
Do believe that sounds like a whale.
It does sound like a whale.
Goldy, get speak with animals handy.
The end
That started
of the
nice
dock
and got scary.
explodes. And
Breker
you
dumps into
notice
his floor.
that the explosion is
saw that photo.
not anything other than the ice rupturing from the underside and going about 300 feet in the air.
I'm like,
And a spout of icy mist covers all of you as the ice falls in places, but this mist of just shooting geyser just goes.
So we got wet then.
And as the mist and the fog begins to clear, you can see a pod of narwhals circling the dock and an absolutely massive, broken ship's stern poking out of the water, and a rippling kind of wave of magic, almost like a popped balloon in slow motion, just kind of going down to what looks to be some sort of like multitudes of saddles as a large, gargantuan sized, almost bigger than the like 3 times the size of the ship, sperm whale slowly rises next to the dock. And all you hear is, "You ring?" And that's where we're gonna pick up next week.
I don't know why I cast this spell. It never seems needed anymore.
Everyone we need to talk to
Yay,
can
we
already
can bring
talk
the
to
dogs
us.
off.
I'm glad that we got out of this without death.
Damn it, I wanted to kill things.
I too wanted to kill it, but I didn't want to lose anyone in the process.
Well, my custom piece of paper that Cari killed a bug on that I had to take a picture of that we threw in the garbage can will have to wait for another day. But I had fully prepared for about 1,000 different outcomes, and this was one of them. So I'm feeling very fulfilled that I prepared for everything months ago.
I was hoping we'd at least hit one of the treasure places before we head out, but okay.
Oh, you mean one of the ships?
Yeah,
We didn't go there.
I did say we wanted to go
Yeah,
to the
you
coast and
That's it.
Well, you did say that, but the thing is, we found the bell like straight away.
yeah,
I
we
don't
found
like
the
this. I don't like this module because it doesn't give you an opportunity to enjoy going and searching for things because they're just too
Yeah.
much. After we're done with Icewind Dale, we need to just go on a treasure hunt and
I
just
mean,
be chill.
Yeah. I mean,
kill that,
Chill
kill
out
that
a
white
little
dragon.
bit. What?
Kill that white dragon and find his two hordes.
Yeah.
Find the two hordes from the white dragon.
well, yeah, we did
that
say we
would
were
be
gonna go back there. We did say that, right? So
How,
we could go
how
back,
about we rest, and the very next thing we do is kill the white dragon? And
Oh,
get
does the white dragon need to be killed? I mean,
Not necessarily, but we want his stuff. And he'll probably attack us if we
I think the white dragon is like.
she will.
Yes, that's right.
I think the white dragon is like mentally like broken because she's going around with a dead body on her back. So
I think.
All right, guys, we're gonna get out of
suspect
here
she
on the
doesn't know.
stream. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching Icewind Dale 78. Next week we'll be talking with a very large ship whale and some narwhals.
Whale ship, narwhal, whale ship.
You always fuse things together.
I'm really happy that I was able to get a little bit of a cult classic in for the ending of a show for a change.
Yeah, you rang.
You ring. Yeah. I'm also really glad that you guys are still alive and level 8, so it's another week that you passed not dying.
Yay,
Good
we're
job.
alive.
Damn it.
It's like basically
it.
tell us we did the
Listen,
right
Mesh,
thing.
you keep playing the same way every week. Eventually, it's gonna happen. So don't worry. You got a death wish. It's gonna happen.
We could just kill you now.
I will. I played Dungeon Master for you today. Played a bunch of animals, mostly. Kick W. But then Devii was played by my lovely wife Cari. Breker was played by not my lovely wife, Jeff.
That's his name, not my lovely wife.
Wait, so he's your wife, but he's your wife, but not as lovely. Got it.
Okay,
not,
well,
yeah,
you know
not as
what?
lovely.
I'll take that.
I guess. We also have I have a Death Wish Meshadieme playing Meshadieme, so take that however you will. And we also have Chalcedony played by the lovely Jodie, who's playing the satyr with a no trousers policy on life.
He has trousers. Okay, in life, yes, but in this game he has trousers on.
Listen, don't try to correct me if I'm on track here, okay?
He wakes up in the morning. Good morning, everyone.
We have Goldy. I will talk with every animal that moves playing Goldy.
No, I won't. Apparently, I don't have to anymore.
Well, you'll talk to them in English or in their language. It doesn't really matter which one. And then we have
It's
I'm gonna
common,
blow
Rob,
up
not
things
English.
and make things fly and make anchors go big, big, boom, boom. Vanvalor, who had to leave out a little bit early. And yeah, those are my nicknames for the day for my players. We'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we'll be back at it again next week on Saturday night at 10 o'clock Japan Standard. Just as a little bit of a warning, in November is when daylight savings starts kicking in the US, the very first weekend. So we're going to have some daylight savings, I believe, before or after that in the UK. We're going to have to kind of double check.
I
So
think it's after.
we'll get ahead of that once that comes around. We got the Halloween holiday coming in. There might be a day that I've got a Halloween party on game day. I just have to double check if it's a Saturday or Sunday. But it looks like the weekend of Halloween, I will not have a game for you. Because it's now looking like we've got 2 days to prepare instead of 1, which is good for pay, bad for vacation time, because I'll have to do all that. But thank you guys for watching. Anything you guys want to say?
Bye.
Bye.
That old man is old.
See you next week.
Bye.
My snowfort.
Lady dance.
My
Melon dancing.
cabbages. All right, see you guys.